Howdy, Tim. Hope you have fun at PAX. It Mira once been.
Okay, I can't. I could have held it for at least another 5 minutes there, I'm sure. Anyway. Well. Oh, by the way, thanks, Robin, for the 65 months. Let me make sure do not knock that over, whatever you do. Man, I tell you. It's just, you know. Gotta be careful with things like that, you know. How have I been? I've been good. Yeah. Nothing else to say besides good. Hey, it's why. What's up? Yeah. Well, I kind of be surprised if I go in the room and it's not already full, because I was a little slow to start here, and I did. Meh. Well, we'll see. We might end up spectating for a little bit here. We'll find out. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Should be this one, I think. Let's see. 0233 1120 5931. Yeah, that's the one, baby. I don't know. I just picked this code. Yeah, it's gonna say it's closed, but like it'll still let you play though. So I guess it just won't have like rankings or anything. But I don't know though, because it said the same thing on Junibug's tournament the other night, and there were still rankings on that. So maybe so. I don't know. Am I excited for PAX West? Yes, I am. I am so ready. Oh, look at us, man. When are we heading out? That's Thursday at 9 or 10:45 a.m.
Greetings.
Oh, okay, I'm back. Hey, what's up?
That's crazy Tuesday night. Can't complain.
Yeah, you know it. Ooh, Napoleon the Aftermath. Thank you for the 39 months. 39. That's 39, I think.
Prepare for salt, guys. A lot of salt.
Gunks.
Yeah, salt happens when you play this game, I'll tell you. Tuesday or Tuesday? You'll be leaving
It's
tomorrow.
Tuesday, innit?
Hey, Dwight.
Hey.
Hey, oh man. Young town. Oh, gotta get my chest. Oh, wait, no, not the D-pad, not the D-pad, the control stick. That's how we play it.
Man, I should be playing this game more without my boy Big Petey Piranha's in this, but
Hell yeah.
guess I've been a little busy.
Oh, dude, I was just about to take off and... Oh, it's like an airplane taking off and then hitting something on the runway and being like, oh...
Oof.
Oh, wait, what's the item box with me?
They're babies! This turn right here... Oh, I always hit the wall.
Babies! They're babies!
Ow! Freaking musical notes. I'm gonna hit my own self with a bomb. Okay. Alright. Oh, it's up the wall.
Triple there.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, it's not. Okay, I thought that maybe...
Ah, Greg!
That was kind of an object there, wasn't it? Poop. A punch. Oh! Oh, I went too far to the inside there. Oh.
Hashtag too far to the inside.
There's one already. I should have said, oh, gee, I saw that green shell there. Trying to get all up in here. Ooh,
That turn
I
again!
I don't think I've ever not hit the wall after jumping off that drum before the music
Yeah.
note.
it's just the kind of thing that happens. I don't know if I've ever hit one of these notes with stuff. Ooh, stay out of the way of that.
Ba-boom.
I'll get
Oh,
you.
oh, shoot.
Oh.
I thought that was the last lap. Jeez.
I'll get you next time, Gadgets. Next time. Yes.
Yeah, gotta go more deep and throaty there.
Next time.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, actually, cut the item box this time.
Hey.
Defense, defense! Yes, defense, thank you. And...
I said somebody's got a bomb, and that's not good.
Oh wow, don't drift the wrong way.
Oh, actually,
Dwight.
I got a bomb. There we go.
That'll happen on 150cc.
He's got up a bomb.
He's got a bomb, and he's gonna blow himself up. It's not going to feel good at all. Sorry, Rosa. Oh, jeez, that green shell almost hit me there. Good lord.
Oof,
No,
guarded
no, I
to
don't
the
think so.
extreme.
Oh, no,
that was
no.
mine, too.
Oh, man. Jeez, I
Oh.
almost had third there, man. Those aren't drums, they're tambourines. Oh, shoot.
Well, got first place once. That's my quota for the night.
Yep. Any panels are going to be at, besides your own? I don't really have any plans. I haven't even looked up, like, the schedule. I don't even know where our panel is. I need to look at the map.
Ooh, tough
I
call.
just figured I'd do all that tomorrow, because if I do it, like, a week ago, then I'm going to forget by the time the time comes, and I don't want to have to look at it twice, so, like, you know.
Don't want to have to look at it twice.
Yeah, like the guy in My Hero Academia.
Oh, so hello, Funk. Don't think I don't
Hey,
see
Funk.
you there.
Yo,
Hey.
Funk, hey.
I just snuck in.
Funky.
Oh, boy. We got Mario Kart. Mario Circuit. Mario Kart. What is this, Phoenix
Kart
Knight?
3. Mario Kart 3, yeah. I'd watch that, like a Mario Ace Attorney parody.
Mario Attorney. Perhaps.
I just, speaking of Ace Attorney,
Objection!
I just was informed today about a fan ROM hack of Apollo Justice is adding like a 5th case, which is
What?
really cool. So I joined the Discord. Curious to see how they do with that.
That's very weird.
Hold it.
Oh, man. But now I know why they don't feed bananas at the zoo, because they poop the peels.
Take that. Wait, I'm not Mario. Just one dumb boy.
Maybe you are Mario. It could be anybody.
You never know.
Hell, the voice is
He's
fun to
Mario.
do.
He's Mario. He's Mario.
Can I
I'm
get some
Mario.
coins?
Are there any other Marios I should know about?
Mario,
Yahoo!
Luigi Mario.
Yow!
I'm a little far outside here. Oh,
I think I picked the peaches in AA.
sooner. Okay, I'm gonna run into the wall. That's beautiful. Woohoo! So happy.
Whoa!
How?
Somehow dodged that green
Oh
shell.
wow, how did I do that? I should do that more often.
You died.
Ooh, I don't think so. There I go. Uh-oh. Oh, that was not okay. I'm not
in the grass.
This isn't Guilty Gear. We're not supposed to ride the lightning.
Shine your shoes. Wipe your face.
So why
Marley
the
Mac
shit
finally in.
from your shoes?
Nope. Ah, yep, that gold peach is an AI.
Nobody ever mentions the weather to make or break your day. Nobody ever seems to remember that life is a game we play.
Ow!
Boom. Third
Chomp.
major. I'll take that.
Ow, 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 ow.
I'll take that. Yes, yes, yes,
Up.
yes! Ha ha ha! Now that's what I'm talking about, y'all.
Snipe! Not much of a snipe. We
baby.
go from 6th
Oh
to
damn,
5th,
you
but
were
I'll take
far
it.
off.
Mhm. Oh my god, I'm not even looking at the chat here. Jeez, man.
It's
yeah.
easy to forget to do that.
Hey,
with Mario Kart.
DeadSec. How's it going, DeadSec? You're preparing for a hurricane tomorrow? Yeah, we had some storms in here earlier today. Yeah, I don't know why. I might end up... I don't know if I'm bringing my Switch with me is the thing. Because I got Sea of Stars. Thanks to Dine, by the way, for sending me a key for that. I don't know
No
where you
problem.
got that, but much appreciated.
What are the backer rewards? I wanted the PSN version that gave me a code for both, so it was a spare.
Oh, there you go. Oh, you backed it. That's insane. That's awesome.
The game with Garl.
The Chrono
Name
Trigger.
cracks me up.
Just the idea of Chrono Trigger with timed hits, like, that's just... I can't wait. But that's the thing, like, if I bring my Switch with me to the con, I'm going to be tempted to sit in the hotel room and play it all day. Instead of, like,
And
living
watch-
in that lovely 60-degree weather we're going to have over there.
Oh, is that what the forecast is up there?
It's mid-60s, mostly. 'Cause one day it's, like, 72. But...
Kind of overnight in my area these days, which has been great sleep with the window open weather.
Sleep with one eye open!
Fall asleep with the windows open. Don't you hate it when you start to sing a line and you go off key in the middle of it, but you want to
Yeah.
finish it anyway?
Yes.
I don't know how I managed to throw that banana there, but no one's gonna hit that, that's for sure.
Oh, there's the coins.
Mannies. Oh, man.
Oh. Plus, totally threw off the angle for the shortcut.
Yep.
I'm not going to PAX, but like I'm kind of like not dreading it, but the end of PAX means like the beginning of MagFest planning season. I was like, I don't know if I'm ready to start planning.
Oh God,
yeah.
I felt the gurgles in my stomach just thinking about the hotel lottery, and I'm sorry I just made you think about it.
It's okay. I actually I managed to grab a room in National Harbor ahead of the lottery, so I have something at least.
Oh, nice.
You know,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
Yeah. I'm the kind of person, like, while the lottery is going on, like, while y'all are fighting over a Gaylord room, I'm like, hey, this close room is pretty fine, so let's just sneak that real quick. Like, while I'm in line, I'm just looking for rooms that are open anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Like, I hold this close. No. Don't. Oh, thank you.
Fun
No!
for you there for
Oh.
that mega call where we all were playing Hotel Lottery.
But I'm hoping to
I
turn my night
think,
around.
yeah, I think I was
Anything
because
in
I was
particular you
very
want
upset
from
that
Tim
night.
Everybody
Cons?
got a bad number. I've never seen it that
Oh,
bad.
I remember that now. Yeah.
Because I was like, it might have been the first year I'd actually done it because the other years I was just like, "Durr, I'm gonna get it, whatever."
Oh,
So that
traffic!
was like the first year I was doing it on my own, and I was like, "Oh wow, this fucking sucks. I don't ever want to
right
do
to
this
the wall.
again."
Oh,
It's
sorry, Ludwig.
it's something else, isn't it? That was the
It's-
last lap.
No. Start. Oh, too late. Okay, that was really bad at the end there. Wow. Oh, you felt like you were gonna sneeze, but then didn't. Ah, I hate when that happens. Yeah. Yes, I am going to PAX.
Hey, Mondo Paradise.
Hey, Mondo. Oh, for 55
Yeah,
months?
dude.
Thank you so much, man.
Chill with us. It's cool.
Yeah, man.
We have a full room.
We sure do. Oh, Yoshi Circuit for sure, man.
Yeah, I think one of the unwritten rules is if it's got Yoshi in the name, vote for that. If Squeaky Clean Sprint shows up, vote for that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hot take: I actually do not care for Yoshi's Circuit.
It's fine.
I kind of
I
don't
do
blame
not
you.
care for Yoshi's Circuit.
It's a pain in the ass of a track, actually, to be honest. I don't always vote for it myself, actually.
Well,
My
the other
like
Yoshi
one
tracks are quite good.
My one rule is if Ninja
And
Hideaway
besides,
comes
we
up,
got
I
something
won't vote
else
for it.
entirely.
Oh, yeah, Ninja
Ugh,
Highway gets...
Ninja Hideaway. Ugh.
Huh.
That's my one rule.
Oh my god.
Hugs for you, by the way, Mondo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
major hugs.
I hope we can brighten up your night a little bit with some Mario Kart. I don't know if that really brightens the night, though. Yeah.
It depends. If you're the one suffering, it may not brighten up. If you're watching the suffering, nice.
Maybe. I guess it depends on who's suffering.
Yep.
Oh god, who did that? Oh my god.
Lift back up faster, Pokey.
I'll have to look and see who's responsible for that Dutch oven.
Punch.
That bomb took a while to explode. Holy cow.
Want your bananas? Get out of here.
Ah, crap, somebody's gonna... okay, well, maybe. Oh,
I hate it when I drift the wrong way. That's always fun.
I hate when I get my shorts twisted. Oh god, this is so wishy-washy. Okay, there.
Hey, Twy, the road is where you want to be driving, actually. I just thought you should know that.
That usually helps.
Yeah.
Or so I've heard.
They didn't teach me that in driving school.
Yeah, I know, they just...
They really
about
don't.
parallel park, but...
Yeah, I parallel parked
It's keyboard
once
cleaning
for the...
time.
well, I mean, like, they taught me how to do it.
Here's
I
how you
learned how to do
clean
it, then did it
keyboard.
once for the test, and I've
You
never
take
done it
bathroom
since.
cleaner,
And now I
Same.
don't
I-
want
take
to.
toilet paper.
I've only had to do it a couple times because my neighbors at one point had too many people living there.
Mm.
And we're just like, alright, so we're gonna park in front of this dude's house, but leave his spot open, but not enough for him to just kind of...
Oh. Sorry about that. Ooh,
Thank you for
I'm not
spending
sure I
other
can-
coins.
I'm not sure I could parallel park again if you asked me to, honestly.
Same, and not my car. It's a nice big
Look.
Corolla.
Everything got better when backup cameras became a thing.
That's true. I mean, I love having a backup camera. The first car I got, it didn't have one, so I was like, well, I'm afraid to back
You
up.
know. That was a mush. Oh god. Man, I was in first all the way until the third lap, and then at the last second, everything went poop.
That's how it usually is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mario Kart.
Oh wow, last second pull away there.
Welcome to Mario Kart. We make your life a living hell.
Y'all hear about the Mario Wonder Direct on Thursday?
Oh yeah.
Is that when
Oh,
it
yeah.
is?
Yeah,
Oh.
Thursday
I'm
morning.
looking forward to that game, honestly.
What am I doing?
You said
Thank
you
you,
are,
female
or-
eunuchs, for the
I
bits.
am.
I am as well.
I actually love the new Super Mario Brothers games. Not gonna lie.
I do
Yeah,
too.
yeah, I do
Look,
too.
I like them. I really like the first one.
Same. That's my
Miss
toilet
Rainbow, hey,
game.
what's up?
I'm going for the high score.
Going for the big one. Ah.
We should probably do a roll call of who we are, by the way, at some point.
Oh yeah, sure, anytime, it's fine.
I'm Twy.
This is a Q-tip.
I'm
I'm
dying.
Funk.
Shit.
He's
of you
Funk
went
and I'm
the same-
Dine.
Oh, no, you're not.
We ain't found the toilet.
If you swap a couple letters, I'm Fine and he's Dunk.
I mean, DedSec, I feel like a Mario Direct doesn't preclude a September Direct from happening. They did the same thing with Splatoon when that was coming out.
Yeah, it's a 15-minute direct about Mario Wonder. It's fine.
We're probably not gonna watch it. Because, we don't know these spoiled.
That's fair. I
Yeah.
haven't decided yet. I mean, like,
Yeah.
it'll be going on while I'm at work, so I definitely won't watch it live, and maybe I can hear if it's, like, worth watching or not from people who watched it.
And people are gonna spoil the main
Oh
part.
my god, that's a weird laugh. I don't even know what alert that was. Holy crap. Okay.
Oh, man,
Thank
that's
God.
right. Smurpaga is this year, too.
Which word laugh are you
Yes.
asking for?
Super Mario RPG.
Don't get me thinking about laughs. Oh my god. It'll just
Oh,
remind me
yeah.
of the last story from last week. Oh my god.
Your imitation of my Metroid Prime 2 laugh in that video is really good.
Oh,
Just
the
spot on.
Oh, is it the Powerbomb Guardian laugh?
yeah. I feel really bad now that I've rewatched that LP. Like I said that like that was the main reason it was there. And it
Oh, that
is,
is
but,
one of the
like
best parts, though.
that whole game, that whole LP is really good. The part where you're searching for the Sky Temple keys is just like
Oh,
I know you get lost all the time, but it's like it's just chill. It's so cool. I needed
pretty
that
chill
recently, so
It's probably the Tim LP I can quote the most, just because I've seen it so many times.
Ouch. Down to 9th.
Ah.
And also, Prime 2 is my favorite Metroid Prime, so I have an excuse to keep rewatching it.
Fine. Mondo, thank you for the 50 bits.
I have the remaster downloading right now, actually.
Ooh.
Of the first game. No, there's not a second game.
Yep, so wishing for that.
Yeah, I'm hoping to.
I would love to play Prime 2 again, honestly.
I think Prime 2 is a prettier game than Prime 1, honestly.
Ooh.
Like, Orbis and Sanctuary alone, see in 3D would be so, like in HD would be so amazing.
Drink water. Become moist.
Yeah, I never actually finished Prime 2. I was
I'll
somewhere in
accomplish
Sanctuary
those.
Fortress.
Oh, that's a shame. The final boss fight is so good.
I mean, I've seen it, but like...
What do we got here?
Shout out to the one
Ooh,
person who picked
Haunted Mansion.
Twisted Mansion, you got
Yeah,
it.
I like Twisted Mansion, actually.
I do too.
Oh my goodness.
Let's do the twist again.
Some.
Like we did last summer.
I don't see the 23 alert. Maybe it's getting delayed by the other one.
Actually, the lyric is just let's twist again. Yeah.
There it is.
Tomorrow's Christmas Eve.
Man. I kind of missed that. I can't wait for Christmas.
So, do you guys have any you really want certain courses to come back for the last pack, or I think it's the last wave of DLC?
So it's the last wave in quotes.
Yeah, quote unquote last wave.
Nothing
Really
in
not
particular.
more.
There's quite a few Double Dash courses missing that I really like. Like the entire special cut from Double Dash is not in this game.
Ow! Oh.
I've seen I saw somebody do like an entire video about Airship Fortress, and I'm like, you know what? I like that one. That was actually
I do
cool.
like Airship Fortress. Yeah. Peach Beach. Oh, that's right. That's not in this game.
Yeah, Peach Beach was pretty good. It's one of the few I do remember from Double Dash.
My childhood Mario Kart. But
I thought I heard somewhere
they
that
haven't
Bowser's Castle 3 from the SNES was coming down or something, but I don't know. It's like that one with the really pain in the ass turn where the road narrows just after the
Yep.
Damn, you know, thinking about it, I think DS is the first Mario Kart I ever owned.
Nice. It's a good one.
Mario Kart DS.
I remember
the
my
Yugo
cousins-
Crazy Mushroom.
There it is.
Only Mario Party US or DS was as nice. Actually, it is. Not for certain people.
Sorry, John.
Finding out that game actually is like biased towards player one was so interesting.
That was kind of
Where did you guys come from? That was in second a moment
weird.
ago.
Imagine. Oh man, I mean that was here, but okay.
I should save one.
Yes, Mondo, Wario
Alright, I
Coliseum.
guess I'll... Sorry about that.
Oh, God. Playing this game in online multiplayer is just chaos. You just
Yeah,
have to
a little
you
bit.
just go through it, man. It's not a thing you do. It's you just survive. It's whatever.
Yep.
Another blue chalet.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, on the bottom. Messing with that. Oh god! Oh jeez, I almost got hit by the hammer. That would have been worse than what I did there.
Oh! Sniped by Dread Cycle with a shock dodge at the last second.
Is talk about suspected likely coming courses louder? Sure, yeah. Absolutely. Also, welcome to the chat, by the way. Welcome to the chat, not the chat.
Ah, Yakyo, a man of culture.
Yak, yo. Didn't know you were in here.
Ah, Big Blue.
Beffrey, hey, what's up? Your peach name, I tell you, always catches me by surprise.
Ooh,
Guess I'll vote for the final boss.
That is a nice color username. Look at that.
Should mouse average and see. Ah. Oh, Ace. The Rockruff. The Rockruff. I don't know my Pokemon. Oh, I just did the 8th gym in Black 2 the other night. That is such a cool gym. Oh,
It is, isn't it?
7th gym looked cool too. But 8th I thought was even cooler.
it's a really chill place. I would hang out there.
Oh yeah, me too. I'd swim there.
Yeah.
Been swimming
Unova really
lately.
is just a really cool region.
I've been doing like retrospective reviews of each Pokemon generation in my head the past couple of days. 'Cause I've been watching like King K's retrospectives and other people's, and it just gets me thinking. I've spent all day thinking about Sun and Moon, and I'm like, man, those games are underrated.
Yeah.
I really liked what I played of Sun and Moon. I didn't finish them because like they came at a very busy time in college.
Oh yeah.
Story's really good. World design's a little meh, but story's really good.
It feels like every other generation of Pokemon has like a really good story. Like all the odd numbered ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like the even number generations like, sorry about that story thing.
Well, I feel like part of it is because like with the even numbered, that's always happens to be the one where they're starting on a brand new system, so they have to focus on other things first, and then in the second one they can get weird. So I always think about that, is because Gen 5 was the first time they put 2 generations on one system.
Yeah, it was actually, huh?
Huh. Oh. Okay. Fireballs feel so good. Plummet. Take in.
Oh, good. Bomb yourself. That'll show them.
That'll do.
Uh-oh. Oh, Bill's right behind me.
Oh, jeez. He's right there. He's coming up on me.
Man, you know, I would like to be like Pop Sticks at some point. That'd be fun. That'd be kind of cool. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not really aiming high. Okay, well, if you hit walls, you're not getting there.
Oh, God. This is what I did there.
No! I was saving those triple screws for the straightaway at the end!
Yeah.
No,
I'm not touching those fireballs. Nope. Nope. Nope.
I'll take third after that.
Four. We get a lot of fourths tonight. Oh, Link looked like he was doing a moonwalk on the motorcycle. You've never beaten a Pokemon game in your life, and you're proud of that. Well, that just means you spend more time on other stuff, which is good. I'm not that great at Mario Kart, but thanks anyway.
Oh god, Grumble Volcano might detest it.
I know, that is like my worst track. Oh god. But all the more reason to pick it, so I will lose. I don't know if I have a neck. Anyway,
Yeah,
this is not a bathroom mirror, stop checking yourself out.
Mystery Dungeons are my favorite Pokemon games, so I relate to that.
Mystery Dungeon. Let's see if I don't have something I can hold in front of the camera.
Every day for a year and a half. Wow.
I should get last on this one.
We will see.
The goal is not to hold on to the crown, it's just to get to 100 first.
The hundo.
I think it's too early.
Oh man. Uh-oh. Oh, look off the side. Oh!
If your main character is constantly going meep meep, you're playing the wrong game.
Yep.
There's a Roadrunner game?
Yep, there's several. Though the
Nice.
SNES one's probably the best. The old Death Valley Rally.
Why did I just imagine like a 3D Sonic game but with Roadrunner?
That'd be awesome.
That would be pretty cool.
Oh jeez. Flying gravity here. Jeez, I don't know this track at all. I'll just make the jump. Woohoo!
Sometimes you just finish level 4.
And that's okay.
Just saw a floating green shell, like, at the top of the screen. That was wild.
That was me totally losing all my momentum.
That was Metopia.
That's me cutting an onion.
Man, I never played Metopia, but it looked like so much fun.
It was fun.
It did look like so much fun.
Ouch! The physics on that red shell.
I'm really surprised I never did it, considering.
I watched Ace Fangirls stream through it. That was a fun watch.
Oh yeah.
I think I fought some of it.
I will
Probably.
never forget when she was mashing through the buttons too fast and accidentally picked the flower class when she had to reclass.
Oh,
She was like so sad because she wanted to be one of the other ones.
ah, fireballs. Yuck.
No.
No, get the corner. Thank you. Oh, don't go
can't
out.
fire me, I quit.
Bad spot for Gold Troop. Bad spot for Gold Troop. Okay, this time don't run into all the walls and lose all your momentum.
Yeah, really.
Oh, well,
I
that
keep
was
doing.
not a half pipe. Noted.
No, I'm gonna use it.
Denied.
Oh, what the f...
Oh no, it goes right there, yeah.
Bam,
I
there's
hear
nothing you can give me that's gonna help my case.
Definitely not that.
Ah!
Oh!
Ah, that
I
could
love
work.
how after
I don't know how that
certain
happened. I'm not gonna be honest.
Okay.
That final turn there. Ouch.
Metopia. When you lose control and you don't know so, Metopia. Let's go to E3.
I'm going to LA for the first time
Ooh,
in a couple months.
Oh, nice. It's
Yeah,
nice out there.
I'm gonna hit up Super Nintendo World.
Oh my gosh.
That's cool.
I don't even know when the last time was I was in LA. I think it was
It's a lot bigger than this map, I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, probably. I think it was 2019.
Honestly, after playing Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, I would just be disappointed LA isn't just one big skate park.
Have I ever played Sunhaven? You know, I watched an ASMR video of somebody playing it, and it got me kind of interested in it. It's like a farming simulator, but cool. There's so many of those, though, but this one looked pretty cool.
Gaming hot takes, Yankee Gal. Huh. What to think of
Gaming hot takes. Final Fantasy VIII is good. I don't know.
I don't hate the game. I actually like it, but like I don't like the control. I don't like the battle system in Xenoblade 1 at all. I guess that's a hot take.
Ooh,
Oh, don't say that while I'm on stream, please.
But I love the story. So it works out.
we could definitely do this.
Turn right, turn right, turn right.
Oh, wait, no, back to the right, back to the right, back to the right. Don't hit the bus, don't hit the bus.
Oh, really? I just got mugged
busted.
in New York.
Ooh, sorry about that.
Yeah, you'll,
From New
you'll
York
never
in a
see
hot
traffic
minute.
this good in New York.
No, you certainly wouldn't. I've been there.
I've been there so long.
I've been there twice.
2004, the legendary year. Oh, dang it. Get off the grass. And drive right between the coins. Beautiful.
Uh-oh.
Me and some friends always had this like dream of just spending a weekend in New York and like just vibing, like
There you go.
living a bougie weekend, as he called it.
Empire State of Mind and all that shit.
Yeah, wet dream tomato.
Ow.
Whoa, whoa.
Ow.
I saw Tim going ham over there with his fireballs. He was just,
I was button mashing.
ugh.
I was button mashing.
I think it's a shortcut. Shortcuts on this track. Ah!
Oh,
Oh,
nice
that's
job,
not a turn.
Lakitu. Dropped me right on top of the blue shell.
Alright. I gotta stop leaning into these weird positions. It's messing me up. Oh, I saw that.
I'll take holding on to fourth versus not getting blown up. So.
I'll take that.
Almost passed you, too. God dang.
Yeah, if Zach gets first and I get last, I should hit 100 after 1 or 2 more.
Yo, good job, Dread Cycle. I dread running into your cycle. Ooh, Rainbow Road.
A good Rainbow Road. There we go.
Yeah.
This Rainbow Road is so pretty. Oh, yeah, I always wanted to go to the Poke Center, Fruit of Doom.
Collect my money here.
It just reminds me of the time I went there and somehow did not buy anything.
I mean, isn't like half the stuff there extremely expensive?
Yeah, well, and it's all Mario, and at the time I was like, why do I care?
C'est la
I also-
déjà. Hey, what's up?
And I wasn't like into Pokemon cards yet or anything like that, so it was cool going though.
Aren't they selling like a life-size Snorlax
Oh, we're starting.
bed right now?
I think I've seen that, yeah.
Yeah. I know there's the Waylord plush that's not life-size, unfortunately.
You'd have to take out a mortgage on it.
I think there's a Gengar sleeping bag. I'm not sure if it's Gengar though. No, it might be Lickitung.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Get inside there. The tongue is the blanket.
I mean, do they not have like a Gigantamax Gengar like tent? That would be awesome.
That would be really cool.
Oh, I saw that.
Of course, the material required to make like a
Let's make
functional
a clip
tent
of that.
for like outdoors in like a Gengar design would probably like really cut into the profit margins there.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. But like they could just make it like. I had a Power Rangers tent when I was a kid that wasn't really meant for outdoors, but I enjoyed it.
Speed, if you're in the chat, you know what to do.
Coins galore. Here comes a BB. BB robots relevance. Defensive making rid of fires, picture here, paragraph roads, waffle liners, window shutters, paint remover, window livers, massive tape and plastic cutters, kitchen pots, folding tables, weather stripping jumper cables, hooks and tackles, rotten spackle, power foggers, spoons and ladles, I love when that happens.
Yep, good old shock dodge.
Don't see it too often, but it definitely. Still hit the balls now. Wait, why did I do that?
Oh god, not the Tunnel of Doom and Fun.
Yeah.
Those two things don't belong together. Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they do. Oh god.
Oh no, I was right there, fuck! Oh, that was a bad throat.
Damn, I got it.
No.
Wow, that fell apart.
Oh, man.
Wow.
That one
Oh, you were
fireball.
good for a second. I'm eighth.
Well, considering I threw a banana right in front of my own face, that made me fall off. That could have been a lot worse.
Well played, Radicola. You got it.
Very well done.
If I hadn't thrown away that red shell, I probably would have won that. Oh well.
This is a cool. That was a cool Rainbow Road.
Squeaky clean!
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Dear God. You know, in the bathroom. Yep.
Duck Mario.
It belonged in there.
It is sad that we did not get to race on the toilet.
Yeah, on the toilet.
You just kind of go over it.
Just hanging out. All right.
The objective is to get knocked into the toilet. You just have to get knocked down at the right time.
Oh god, the freaking Terry Silver.
Don't worry, I'm just cleaning some stuff up here. All right, back to it.
Looks like Zach and I will cross 100 at the same time.
Oh, wow, the
Where
bathroom
did the
got edged
needle?
out.
I'm sorry.
Close
Nah,
for
you're all
cleaning.
good.
That's my fault.
So mean. Badwood
More toilet
Arcanine,
paper.
Walking Wake and Raging Bolt are cool. Also, Raging Bolt's neck is really funny.
Poop.
It
He
is
found
funny.
the toilet
Why did
paper.
they make Raikou a giraffe? It's not a giraffe, I know, but he's got the neck to be one.
Whee!
No boost for you.
What the heck?
Let me just eat the wall. That's good.
Yeah,
Fox, look behind you!
I was eating the wall there, and then
Oh, that's not a shortcut!
Iggy got caught behind me, and like eventually he went through. It was weird.
The wall is deciduous. Ah!
Oh.
Wall Dissidia.
You want this time or original?
Either way.
How do you pronounce that, really?
I'm pretty sure that's it, but I cannot confidently say it is. Great games, by the way. Right.
Oh, I hate when I do
They're
that.
cool, and I'm surprised that there has not been another one.
The last one is more of a PvP. It doesn't have a story mode. That's what turned a lot of people off. Even though a lot of people say the PvP is still worth it. Still worth getting it for.
Oh. See, I remember the first, like, looking at the first one, and I didn't know who any of the characters were, and I was like, oh, this is cool, though.
Ow. Ah!
Yeah, the first... When the first one came out, I think the only one I'd played was 3, so I was like, cool, Onion Knight. And, like, I know Cloud from Kingdom Hearts. He's cool. And Leon.
Ooh, that's... Okay. We dodged that one. That bone. That buns. Heave ho, heave ho. Well, that poor Waluigi was just getting slammed. Every time
Yeah,
I pass by him, he gets hit.
constipated old man on Tuesday.
Ow!
There he is again! Oh my god.
Twy and I just keep hitting each other here.
Fine, that wasn't very nice. What hit me there?
Defense, defense.
Uh-huh.
Piranha Plant, I need you to bite faster.
No, don't bite me.
Bite like your life
goodness.
depends on it, buddy.
Fart like you've never farted before! Oh, I'll take that.
I'll take third.
Oh, wait. Oh!
Don't turn the wrong way. Oh, boy.
It's the last 5 seconds always the craziest part. Who am I playing with? A bunch of people. Hey, did we do that roll call yet? I don't know if we did the roll call.
We did.
Oh, we did. Okay.
We did. It just went poorly.
So tie for first and tie for third right now. Zach and I share the crown. There's squeaky clean. Try it again.
Ooh, there it is again. Wow. Must be my lucky night. Oh man, if this gets all 12 votes, I'm taking a screenshot of it.
Do we have bathroom consensus?
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Let's
Hashtag.
see.
I was thinking
Oh, we're
hashtag
missing
unanimous
this one.
bathroom.
Somebody probably went to the bathroom actually, which is why they're.
Oh,
there it is.
Yep.
All right, let's go.
It's like that meme that Romney sweep. Is that who that was? No, it was Jeb Bush.
Jeb Sweep. Jesus.
Why did I think it was Mitt Romney?
I have no idea.
Oprah Romney style. Boom. Mitt Romney style. Oh, that's what it was, not the other thing.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Fingers
Sweepy
cracked.
sweep.
Morbius sweep.
Morbius.
The funniest thing was Sony deciding to put Morbius back in theaters because of the meme, and then no one went to see it a second time.
Oh,
Yep.
oh god.
I kind of felt bad about that, I'm gonna be honest.
Somebody started a petition on change.org for Sony that was like, hey, we were all busy that weekend, put it back again, we'll go see it this time, we promise. Oh, Lord.
Ah, yeah, we're home sweet home, baby.
I love why are there cassette tapes?
You need some
Those are all
bathroom
school
music.
bathroom.
How many
Oh, exactly. They're in the bathroom. There it goes.
how many people have no idea?
No, but like,
Oh,
you know,
that's
I
horrible.
like sometimes you just need music in there while you're showering. Like, I have a shower speaker, so
We used to have a shower radio. I never used it.
I used to blast
Video-
Warped by
video
Red Hot
thing.
Chili Peppers every time I took a shower.
Which one?
Warped. From,
Oh, that's a interesting one.
Yeah, I don't know why. I did it for like a week and I remembered it. I remember that I did it. So.
today's soundtrack was the Big Wave Beach theme from Plants vs. Zombies 2.
Oh, I've been
Nice.
playing that again.
Have you? I've been thinking about playing it again. I know Poulter pointed me to a mod that reverts it to before the plant level up system got put in.
Huh. Oh. Yeah, 'cause I'm playing it on my phone with the level up system.
I threw a red shell and went backwards. What?
I've been thinking like maybe the level up system wasn't as bad as I remember it because I remember not liking
It
it.
doesn't seem too bad, but then again, I've only been using it for like a week and I'm about to get hit. Oh! Right in there. It's okay then. I'll just have to get those points back next. Y'all get the toilet water.
Can we all like stop
Oh.
before the finish line and let Tim win?
No, you
it'll-
don't have to do that.
If
Yeah,
he
it'll
wants,
cover.
if he wants to win in the bathroom, he will have to earn it.
Yes, I will.
That would be
Oh,
amazing.
who put that bomb there? It totally threw me
I have
off.
to earn my bathroom cred.
Mm,
Don't you forget about me?
don't.
You forget about me. Actually, I don't want to be.
Hey,
Ooh,
Shock
wow,
God.
that was the time for that, I guess.
So you're saying, don't forget me.
Don't
Thank
forget
you,
me.
take me.
Oh my god, get
Thank
off the
you,
grass.
can
There's no
take
grass
me.
in the toilet. Oh man, there's too much happening suddenly.
That poor little wind-up Cheep Cheep is stuck in there. That's just so sad.
Oh, he'll live.
The toilet. Man, I don't need no boomerang right now. What I need is like...
Why just like skid across my screen? It was funny. Oh,
It's 10-10. Oh, that's the finish line. I didn't realize we were there.
Yep. Oh, that could have
And
been
nine.
worse.
Why would those-
Oh, congrats on the crown, Zach.
I came in dead last in the bathroom. That's
There
it.
is no grass in the toilet. Unless you flush it down. Bidet to you, good sir.
Oh, good choices on this one.
Ooh. Yeah, gotta do it. Got to do it.
There's Gotti.
Yeah, there's probably a second lobby now, which is why there's other people who aren't.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah,
that-
probably, because it's probably gonna put people in a... Like, if the room is full, it's gonna make a second room. Which is too bad, because you won't be on the stream then, but... Well...
Probably shuffle out at some point, you know, leave and rejoin and see what happens.
Yeah, you never know. Oh, we got a pretty good shot at the mall here. No, yeah,
How is the mall treating you?
not bad.
Oh man, I miss
Mall.
those days.
Wonder if I can go shopping at Lordly
too.
Taylor.
Lord and Taylor. Ugh.
Lordly Taylor.
Can go find the Treasures of Terrain exhibit.
I just like to swing left and take a stop at the soup store.
To buy some clothes, right?
Yeah.
Bubba-da-hoo! Oh, Luigi
And
was
I've been
looking
meaning to
over.
watch those Ace Attorney retrospective videos that Nezumi put out. I just haven't
They're
gotten around
really
to
good.
them.
Actually, they're super good.
Ow.
One day I just have to dedicate, like, how many hours would it be? Like 15
yeah,
hours?
It's like, yeah, they're long.
And just watch them.
You replay the chat, you see me in there sometimes.
Hell yeah.
Especially on the Justice for All one. I wasn't there for much of the TNT one, but
God, I love Justice for All.
yeah, me too.
It's a pretty decent album. They just need to turn up the bass.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't drive into the car.
You're supposed to drive while in the car, not into the car. Unless you're getting in one of those
Oh
motorhomes.
boy, this ain't good.
Oh, don't worry, Jay Noir. I promise
that
I
had
will
my
not
name on it.
spoil anything.
Oh my god! I went into that wall so fast it put me out at a right angle. Don't you hate when that happens?
Oh yeah.
Ow.
I guess I gotta pay back here. So, sorry. Oh wow! How the heck? No, don't! Not now! Not now! It was so good. Everything was so good. Everything was so good.
Still got one more lap.
Yeah, we sure do though.
Mine's visibly wore off.
Oh. I'm gonna try going through the store because I never do this. Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh, heck yeah. I hope you enjoy it, Jay Noir.
Oh!
Shit!
Watch out,
That
Dambo!
was totally my fault. Oh my god.
Get off the wall. What the heck was that?
Get off the grass!
Yeah, Zach totally wrecked us on this one.
I just gotta keep mushrooming.
I'm in first!
Holy crap! What? Huh? I saw that too. That was so weird.
Yeah, that's why I got a star and a blue shell in fourth at the end of the second lap. Zach
Oh, is that why? Because the three people
Oh
ahead of you
my
had
God,
stars?
I need a
wonder.
I need
Zach,
a fucking
Zach was like
Prozac.
a quarter lap ahead, and since it's based on distance from first, everybody got crazy good items at the end.
I was in second, and no one let me have it.
This'll do the TikTok cock. I don't know.
Oh. Patrick, you're an ex-criminal. What would you do? Oh, I get an ice cream.
There you go.
Okay, now what? They got another ice cream. God, I've been rewatching SpongeBob with a friend. It is so good.
It is pretty good.
Of course, earlier I sent a tweet of a screenshot of the game I'm playing, where one item I got in battle is literally a canned fart.
Yeah!
And one of the plot points is you go infiltrate an ice cream store and find out their soft server is made out of cat poop.
Oh! Wow, these are my kind of game devs, man.
It's the
they'll
precursor
let me-
to Disgaea. So.
Maybe I could get a job writing for their next game.
It's a cute series, though. Oh, the Rhapsody games, if you've never heard of them.
Ah.
Finally got the second and third games in the series yesterday.
Ah.
And they're all on Switch.
Beep.
I need to find a new game to play. Something to get me off my Pikmin bullshit.
Nice.
I just keep playing through the first one, like just constantly, and it's fun. I love the game, but
Yeah, I really should have spent my money on a game that's totally new that I haven't seen before instead of Metroid, but whatevs.
Oh,
yeah.
Metroid's good though.
yeah, Metroid's good. Did get a new Pikmin PB though, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh, nice. I really like speedrunning it.
Not really. I mean, like, I don't do any like speedrun tactics. I guess I just play through the game as fast as possible
Oh,
for what
yeah.
it's worth.
Yeah,
But I did get I got an hour and 54, which is really cool.
that's quite good.
Ow.
I would like to
Oftentimes
eventually.
it's just fun to get
Mhm.
through it as fast as you can. Maybe learn a few tricks, but not spend hours and hours and days doing run after run. 'Cause
Yeah, like the world
That can get
record's
old.
54 minutes. I don't really think I'm going to be hitting that anytime
Wow.
soon.
yeah,
And that's 6 days, so like 6 in-game days, which is like insane to me.
yeah. My goal for the longest time was to get a sub 210 on a 100% for Link to the Past.
Nice.
Got it.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
it in a race and felt that's good. Play for fun.
That'll work.
That's awesome.
Of course, I feel sorry for Celtis Knight, who was in that race. He got stuck in the digging game for like 20 minutes.
Oh, that's the worst part. The digging game. Oh, man.
That's become a very constant meme in our server now.
I believe it. Believe it.
Amazing.
Every time we run a rando, Celtis is still there digging.
Gotta stay out of the pack. Gotta stay out of the pack.
I mean, there was a randomizer I was interested in looking at, but I don't remember what it was.
Oh god! I hate bombs. But I'm smiling a lot. I don't know.
Smile for the
Randomizer,
pain.
let me see, there's a Paper Mario one.
Yeah, that one seems interesting. Metroid Prime randomizer is really fun. I've done that
Oh,
multiple
I still need
times.
to do that.
Oh, I got sniped.
I love doing the cross game of like Prime 1 and Prime 2 randomized, like the multi-world. That's so fun. 99 points.
Whoever owns the white sedan, you left your lights on.
Bum, 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 mwah, mwah. Sorry.
It's all good.
Wow, a lot of colors are just very similar tonight.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There was like a lot of pink tonight. I'm digging it.
What?
What?
Oh, I think he's talking about our me suits.
Oh, I thought you meant in the chat.
Yeah.
I was like, wait.
He picks the one color that's not there.
People call me the Space Cowboy. Man, I haven't heard that song in a while.
We are Ninja Cowboy.
Sadly, gone are the days when you spent weeks trying to find a single brown or white shirt for a 3DS Me Plaza game.
Oh, yeah. I
Oh,
remember
gosh.
those days. Oh, God. Oh, yeah.
God,
like,
if I
what
was
course is this?
if I was in the convention scene like sooner, I totally would have been more into Street Pass, but I didn't go till I was like, I don't know, 2016. It was in 2016 when I started going to cons, so
It was a fun time.
It was interesting.
it looks like it, yeah.
There's a picture of me from a convention I went to. Like literally the only convention I went to that wasn't MagFest. And I'm just like street passing and having a good time. Very excited about it. It's a ridiculous picture.
Hell yeah.
Man,
Oh, I thought
I'm
Iggy's
so
head was a piranha
excited.
plant.
to be pictured with a decent hair this year.
A decent
Yeah. One decent hair.
Thanks for lighting my mushroom.
Call 'em baby like my mushroom.
That advertisement for burning DK.
Yes. How
The
can you
finish
not
line.
think of... Well, how can I not think? Oh, I shouldn't have let the banana go. Banana go. Oh,
Jeez.
balls. model balls.
Oh,
Okay.
that hurt.
Ah, I have one of those too. Not anymore. Feel good.
I don't care about my ranking. This has been a fun race.
Yay!
We're all just grouped together here.
We're all too good. Oh, get off the grass. Oh my god. Alright, I just need to mushroom my ass out of here. Don't bite me. Or fart. Oh, fart. What? Okay,
I mean, it
time.
depends.
Oh, that backfired.
What the heck? Alright.
Boom! Destroy the mushroom tower, the Goomba tower, whatever it is.
Harley!
I honestly don't know if that could have gone better or worse. Fifth is fifth.
Is Burning DK an energy drink or a hemorrhoid cream? Good question.
Depends on what you put between the first and last letters.
Yeah. Ooh, tough choice.
I cannot pick the penguin.
Mega Man, those platforms far away. Ain't no fucking shit.
Let's exclusively put this one too.
It's got to be one or the other.
Oh shit, Jesus.
Ba-da-ding.
I did love the era where like all the games on the DS had to have subtitles that had DS in it. That was amazing. It was just the best.
Ironically, Super Princess Peach was one of the first ones that didn't.
Oh, yeah. Man, I liked Super Princess Peach.
Yeah.
I'm
I
excited
always
for...
wanted to try it.
Yeah, I'm excited for Princess Peach will be the main character in a new game, or whatever they did.
Yeah, that'll
The
be
yet
neat.
untitled game.
That probably will be the title. In all honesty.
Oh, don't... That, what are they, the Octopath devs?
Yeah, Princess Peach is the main character. That's all you need to do to sell it.
Princess Peach game.
I'm still really mad that they decided to title the game Triangle Strategy. Like, Octopath is a cool name, but Triangle Strategy is so silly.
Yeah.
I never did play that game.
I didn't
I
either.
never did finish the demo, which is probably why.
There was a demo? I should play that.
I tried to stream it and it was like it was like it took me the whole time to do the first level and then I was like, shit, there's a second one.
Oh, not a second one.
Surprised that the bomb did not blow up in all of our faces. Yeah, that's the thing about strategy RPGs. They can take a while.
They sure can.
They certainly can. I certainly can.
What? Just what even? A squid, an explosion, some shells.
Oh,
Sounds like Splatoon to me.
What do we got here?
Like, if anyone wants to drop a lightning bolt, please do so now while I'm invincible.
Yeah, actually, dude, yeah, you should have done so right then when I had the lightning though, at the start. That would have been really cool.
Yeah, we could totally coordinate. Oh
Thank
god!
you! Thank you!
Thank you.
I was flying.
You still had it? Shit, I was trying to wait. Fuck.
I got a second one. I got a second one, all honesty.
What?
Oh, man, that would
No, not a second one.
That is such bullshit.
Oh,
Yup.
That is such bullshit.
not gonna hit.
This
no,
be
no.
that
real-
bullshit.
real bullshit.
Be that straight up bullshit.
Bullshit, 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 bullshit,
Oh!
bullshit.
Oh, there's like a path over here. Jeez, okay.
Yep, it's easy to miss.
Like a little... Oh, okay. Taking this.
God, I didn't know
No!
that I remembered the bullshit song from Captain Invincible, but apparently I do. And thank God for it, honestly, because what a great movie.
I'll take second.
I'll take fifth.
My God, 7?
I'll take
How?
10th.
How did it
It's
get
fine.
throat? Got no idea. He just caught it. Probably from screaming. Well, he did a lot of screaming at the youth-on when he was there, and I think that's why he says he got it. So I believe it.
How do you get strep? Is strep throat? I thought it was like a bacterial illness or something.
Maybe.
I haven't had strep throat since I was in 7th grade.
Mm.
I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah. No, he seems mostly better now. Like for the last
Good.
week, he's been recording and doing stuff. Ha, ooh, ha.
Oh, it is a bacterial infection. Yeah.
Oh my god, Fruit of Doom. Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. Throat cultures were like the worst.
Oh yeah. What is strep throat the illness where they give you amoxicillin to feel better? Because like, I love amoxicillin. That medicine tastes so good.
I remember tasting some pretty good medicines when I was a kid.
It's dangerous for them to make medicine taste good, so I understand why most of it tastes like crap.
Like when I was 4, I drank a whole bottle of Tylenol. Because I thought
they
it
make-
tasted good.
Oh my goodness.
They had to like take her to the hospital and everything.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember. My dad told me a story once about when he was like 2 years old. Apparently, he grabbed a beer from the fridge and just chugged the whole thing.
Yep. Just like
Damn.
E.T.
Hardcore.
I know.
That's awesome.
So funny.
Alright.
Oh, that boomerang hit like 4 of us.
Uh-oh, don't be down.
I was in first. I had to take a screenshot.
Oh, yeah.
What was this like? The "this may never happen again" moment?
It won't. It won't. It's never gonna happen.
God, when I was graduating, the person who was walking next to me, because we were in alphabetical order,
Oh.
I guess his brother was walking alongside us. Like the whole family was, but his brother yells out, "This might never happen again." I was like, "Oh my god,
Okay.
wow, way to call out your bro."
I mean, some people only graduate one time.
I know, but like,
I
Legit.
guess.
I feel like it's not the right thing to say though.
Ow! Try to avoid that blue shell. Oh, still, okay.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, Hey.
Welcome back, Jen Luigi.
Welcome back.
God, my
Say hi to
freaking
Max for us.
my car sounds like the
Oh, crap.
freaking things from Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
I still don't know how someone hasn't dropped a sick trap beat of that to me.
You know what they say: be the change you wish to see in the world, Funk.
But, you know, it's too much work to be the change, though. Nobody ever considers that.
It is a lot of work, yes.
Man, wow.
I love that quote, but part of me is like, you know, the modern equivalent of that is just do it your fucking self.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, his lump is gone? That's good.
Well,
to
that's
hear.
good to hear.
Hey, good for Max.
Hello, fun guy Eli.
Nip.
It's a great name.
I don't know what happened to those 2 red shell. I was just wondering that myself. Oh, jeez, I'm going random.
All 3 of those can be crazy.
Time to go to hell.
I would make a joke here to references a game, but I just gifted it to Tim on Steam. He's never played it, so I will not say any spoilers.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I was thinking you were going for a Hades reference or something. But...
Nope. Never played that myself.
Yeah.
How has Hades been?
It's been fun. It gets, like, really hard at a certain point.
Mm,
It's like, I was able to beat the game on my 52nd attempt.
nice.
But then it, like, introduces this thing where you can up the difficulty. But then the last boss gets super hard, and I haven't been able to touch him since. So.
Gotcha. I mean, I'm used to grinding it out. I mean, I played Hollow Knight to 112%, so... Some of those end game like areas are so difficult.
Yikes. Wow. Yeah. It's revving.
Rev.
No!
Sorry, Tim.
It's all good. I had a bunch. Oh, I'm on the grass. Over here and get my doubler.
Ah!
Alright,
Oh,
lots of
good
coins
doubler.
to pick up now. Oh, look at all these coins. I'm gonna slow down.
Oh gosh, Baldur's Gate 3. I have that General Luigi, and I want to play it, but I just haven't had the time. I know. I think it supports like co-op, right?
That's my
So you could
first,
like play it with
bomb
a
in the
friend.
hole.
So I think that's what I'm waiting for, to get a group together.
Actually, blow somebody up with that bomb? Kind of threw that. Kind of threw that into the stratosphere.
It's never heard from again. Ah! I shouldn't have been in the middle of the track. Yep. Oh.
My.
The
Hell's that
best thing
from?
about this course is it's actually
It's on fire.
probably the easiest one to dodge blue shells if you're not at first.
Sorry, phone.
Yeah.
Nice game. I really needed those 2 coins.
Yep. Oh, jeez.
Where did you come from, Tim?
I was just hanging around. Just hanging around. This
God, a real that was a real Tim jump scare on my
I've
screen.
been bombing around this old town too long.
Dead second. We're not enemies. We're trying to both get Zach.
Hey, DeadSec, why must I fight you? We are not enemies. Shut up.
Ooh.
Doing no good.
No, not
Second.
right.
I'm so far behind the birds came back.
Oh.
Why am I so bad at this game? I'm really bad at video games, but like, why am I so bad?
Sleeping with Panda, Sleeping Twilight Panda, rather. Thank
get
you
it.
for the 6 months. Or I can do like the. No, oh wait, you can't see my finger if I do that.
I think that's Mega Man 8, DeadSec.
It's Mega Man 8. Yep.
Yeah.
Uh.
You must recover all the energy immediately, Mega Man.
Oh my goodness, Wheel of Fortune.
And then I will go to perform the
Stream in a while.
marriage ceremony in the Princess Bride.
No fucking shit.
Congrats, Jane Noir.
Hell yeah, Jay. Congrats.
I like doing the. Straight up the morning. Ah,
I
looks
like-
like I'm going to.
You know, I only pick Ribbon Road for the music.
I
Ah,
don't pick Ribbon Road.
yo,
I like-
I'm
Let's
doing
play
great.
this one. Let's see if it happens again.
I'm a sucker for like that surf rock kind of thing it's got going on.
I don't even know that I've heard the music. I usually don't even listen to the music when I'm playing this game. Like, it's definitely
weird,
like a
'cause I
put
don't
on
either.
YouTube videos and play a game.
I know I totally should. Because every now and then, I hear something and I'm like, hey, this song is here the whole time?
Right. I don't know what any of the new track songs sound like.
Way too early. No.
Oh, yep, yeah, that was bad. That's okay. Get a nice little boost here.
Wha-
No! Yeah. I just resigned myself to it the moment I saw it. Like, better than going off the edge, probably.
Mom knocked me onto the shortcut.
Oh, yes! It happens.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good, pretty good. Alright. Oh, God, really?
I'm into the rabble.
Man, I can't decide if I really like the star or I think it's trash.
There are times when it's alright. Only
Because
way
like
when
it's really
else.
it's great if you need to cross some like off-road stuff, but if you need to catch up with somebody, the star is not how you're doing it.
It doesn't,
Yeah, true.
Honestly, I feel like we eat about mushrooms half the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably the worst thing about Mario Kart is how much the star got nerfed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, plant. Fight as fast as you can, plant. Chomper.
Chompy, go! Chompy kill count.
God, I love Bug Fables. That game is so good.
Yeah. Just gonna cut through here.
Oh,
Right after I use the
who
mushroom.
does that? Who threw a boomerang backwards? You're in the middle of the pack.
Oh, yes.
Sometimes you just gotta play defensively.
Oh, yeah. That's what I need. Just what I needed. Because I can just go like this right here. And...
Right, Tim! Oh, darn.
Oh! I must look like an idiot right now.
I
Wow.
certainly look like an idiot. I just came zooming in from like Michigan. I don't know.
Mm.
I was like way off the side of the road.
Boom, 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 boom,
Oh,
boom.
God.
I will allow it.
Okay, beat me to it.
Uh,
Oh, I just saw it. Okay.
That is a funny typo, honestly.
Reminds me of when I was like younger and playing Minecraft and I would typo like birch's bitch.
Birch's bitch. Yep.
I need
Pitch
some
trees.
bitch wood.
/ give the real NCS bitch. Nah, it's okay. Oh, okay, see you later, Jay. Oh, thanks
See
for
you,
hanging out. Have a fart to go with you. No, that sounded bad. Jeez. Or
Sounds
like
like
get
a-
away.
Sounds like a thing like a shopkeeper would say, like in a foreign language. I have a fart to go with ya.
Hi, laddie. You've been doing a little
It's like
something
it's
there,
just like
lad.
a very friendly like sound off in some cultures, you know.
Yeah, we're having a sale. Free can of gas with every purchase.
Nice.
Hi, lad. You've been a real good customer to us. Why don't you take a fart for the road? You might need it. I don't know what if that's Irish or Scottish. I could not tell you.
Yes.
It's easy to get them interchanged.
Mm-hmm.
I'm usually pretty good about differentiating my Irish and Scottish, but I'm still probably not good at either. So
I'm not.
Yeah.
The most experience I have doing either of them is through Great Ace Attorney, which is, thank God, it actually like phonetically spells out the accents for you in the dialogue.
Yeah.
How did I hit you?
I think the thing that I'm most proud of is that I have more than one version of each accent.
Nice.
That is good.
Like there's like obnoxious ass like stereotypical Irish, and then there's like me doing Eye Patch Wolf inner monologue, which is just
yes.
like kind of the same thing except you say or PG instead of RPG. And HD.
What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, when I did my Let's Play of Dragon Quest Builders, I did a different regional accent for every chapter. And of course, when everyone came back together in Chapter 4, that got crazy.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Getting it mixed up all the time, but no, doing Elle's voice with an Irish accent in Chapter 2 was really fun.
No, don't take my horn.
Oh,
I'm gonna be
I'm
horny
get
without
rid
my
of-
horn.
oh, they all went that way. Shoot. I think nothing but banana peels.
How am I supposed to throw these bananas with all these overpasses?
How am I supposed to throw these bananas with all these overpasses, eh?
How am I supposed to eat this pizza without my drink? You call yourself a delivery boy? Well, I ain't buying.
Oh yeah, I hate
How
all
did I
that
dodge
banana
those
peels.
balls? How did I dodge them?
Ooh, I'll take this right here, yeah.
Like someone just farted in my face. That would maybe
There's
ghost
just so much farting. Oh my god. No, don't take that. Oh, okay.
right in front of the grass.
Well, I didn't intend for you to get nothing.
You'll get nothing and like it.
Oh! I saw that from a mile away and it still hit me.
I'll get something and hate it.
Okay, what was that? Third? Yeah.
It wasn't last. So.
Scottish flatulence.
Ouch.
Scottish flatulence.
Trying to get to 200 here.
Why do I can't get the song into my head. I might actually... No, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, Excite Back Arena.
I was about to, like, pull up YouTube and maybe play some crap. Crap. Wish I could play copyrighted music, because I would totally turn on some Better Than Ezra.
Every time I hear Cockney accent, I just think of Metal Face.
The code's not working? It
Uh-oh.
should. That's what I typed in.
It should work. We're just very full.
Yeah, the room, the tournament's full, so it might put you in like an overfill room.
Yeah, maybe. I had an issue yesterday where I was trying to get into someone's and it kept putting me in a room by myself, which is really weird.
Yeah, somebody else was having that issue in the chat, and I assumed it was because this one was full. But I swear we're racing with AI, so I don't see why that would.
Huh, that is weird.
No, I think the room's full now. No, we're good.
Yeah, I don't think we have AI.
Not
We
this
did
time
for a while,
sure.
yeah.
They-
It's a tournament code, not a
that'll
friend
do it,
code.
yeah. I can't believe Nintendo re-added friend codes after the Wii U era. It was so nice to not have to put in like this 12-digit code just to be somebody's friend.
Yeah.
I am a 12-digit code. I don't know if you've met me, but I am actually.
I've met you several times.
And how you not notice I'm a 12-digit code?
You hide it very well.
Oh.
Alright, gotta be 3 for 3 on hitting that one wall again this time.
Oh,
Ow!
Okay,
Ow!
I gotta get used to that.
Yeah, I hit all the walls before that one.
How did I dodge those boxes? That's a big question.
Yeah.
Why don't you ask yourself that a little bit?
Oh, man.
What? Oh my god, the music note landed on top of me with its big self.
I'm at 11th, I get hit by a red shell.
No, that hurts.
Oh, man, that's yeah, worst case scenario. Oh!
Oh my god, I have not gotten an item in like an
No.
entire lap. What is wrong with me?
Oh,
Who
sorry
stole
about
my
that.
money? It's okay.
I forgot how to drive.
I noticed.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us.
And the rest of
Don't
us.
fall off again! Don't fall off again! Thank you!
God, it's such a weird feeling. Have you ever had that thing where like you're driving and you just like almost like forget you exist? Like you're in complete autopilot?
Oh, totally. Oh my God.
Not really. I'm too busy doing video essays.
Fair.
It's amazing how I do everything but the video part.
I really want to get into listening to audiobooks while I'm driving.
Ooh, that's not...
It's like I've got a music playlist that I use for driving, but
Audible.com.
I've been using it for the entire year, and it's like, maybe I should just try something new.
I just listen to CDs.
Fair.
Usually.
Yeah.
I also have my iPod Classic, I put everything on there. 128 gigabytes.
Little old me with Spotify over here.
Yeah, that's what I use. I've been doing mostly.
Why you have to fart a bomb on me? That is not okay.
Yeah, it really isn't.
Spotify like went up like several points in my esteem after I found out that you could use your local music, like the locally installed stuff. You just have to finagle it.
Yeah.
I jumped to 4th, that's not bad.
Barely got away with that.
No. Okay. Hey, Celtis.
Yo, Celtis, hey. Also, howdy,
Hey.
kitty.
Hey, Celtis, we told them about your saga of the digging game when talking about Zelda earlier.
Sleeping Twilight Panda, the tournament says it's closed, but you can still race in it. Yeah, it's gonna be like unranked matches, but I mean we still get a score, so I don't really know why that matters. Oh, apparently I picked the wrong crossover course. Apparently.
Yeah, wow. I'm
No.
surprised more people went for Animal Crossing than Hyrule, honestly.
Yeah. Can't believe we don't have a Metroid course yet.
That would be pretty cool.
I want to see Samus driving like the cat car.
Samus could just run with
Yeah.
a speed booster.
Oh,
They
true.
they could have a cart based on her ship. It would be fine.
Oh, it's like in
Yeah.
Sonic R when everyone like walks on foot except for Amy, who has a car.
Hmm. Alright, fall. Yeah, we're almost to it.
Ooh,
Yeah,
on a
H
Metroid
rock,
course,
I get that.
on a Metroid course, they could have the last lap be like the escape.
Oh, yeah!
The course starts
Ooh.
exploding and shit.
God, when I was a kid, I used to go into MS Paint and make like overhead maps for different Mario Kart courses that I thought could be in the game. Like, I had like X-Naut Fortress from Thousand Year Door as one of them.
I would
Oh,
finish
wow.
that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I mean it was MS Paint, so it wasn't like the most impressive thing in the world, but it was still
Oh, yeah.
cool.
No, it's still fun to do.
Jesus,
It's kind of like if I had graph paper, I would draw up Fire Emblem maps.
Oh, yeah, I used to draw the map of Zelda 2 once on graph paper. So, yeah, I used to did it once.
It's a bunch of enemies and be like, oh yeah, this is where you get the most powerful character. It's me.
Yeah, I used to do Pikmin maps all the time.
Oh, Tim.
Yeah!
Those ones I
Sorry.
used Google SketchUp for, which is like supposed to be for architecture, but you know, it's what it is. It worked.
It's for Pikmin maps, let's face it.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy, I'm going right in the trees.
If you're not using it for Pikmin maps, what are you doing?
Hmm. Ow. Okay.
Boost slightly ahead of Waluigi with a Starman there.
I would love to see Piano 404 be a course, honestly, Cake Pan. Like
That would
just
actually be
There we
really
go. That's how you do it.
Guess I'll just throw.
Rip,
Rip indeed. Rip the run.
rip Vanfish.
no
I wanted
resets.
that.
Yeah.
Triple snap, no erases.
Final destination, no items, Fox only.
Oh yeah, I'll take this.
God, I haven't played Smash in God knows how long.
Oh, so much for the shortcut at the end there.
Who stole my triple mushrooms?
You stole fizzy lifting drinks.
Oh my god, Tim. That's where my brain went.
Ah, yeah.
You took my
Hey, cross
only
200.
food. Now I'm gonna starve.
Oh, now you're on your own. Oh, it is frustrating. That was happening to me yesterday when I kept trying to join Noel's, and it was like putting me in a room by myself. I was like, wah. Ooh, Waluigi pinball. Haha.
He stole my
Oh, no.
balloons.
He stole my balloon burst.
We stole a balloon. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime.
I'm sad that I can't remember
If
the
you do
line
the time,
after
then
he
you must do
stole
the
my
crime.
balloons.
If you do the crime, you must do the time. So you do the crime, you do
The trial.
We ain't found
The toilet.
Banana DX, thank you for the raid.
Yeah, it's cool banana. Thank you for the raid. Very much so.
You are one cool banana.
Trying to
right
do the
in
Luna
here.
thing here. I think it's more like that or something.
Hello there.
Just give all the competition the slip now.
The slip. No, I'm not actually wearing one.
If you have a problem with that pun, you can settle it with an appeal.
Alright.
Oh, this course hates me. I'm gonna get clobbered every lap by the
Trying
pinballs.
to get serious. Trip this function out.
Time to get serious. Mega Man,
Right.
Mega Man X4.
Anytime I like check this shit out, that's when I like get my ass whooped worse than before. So,
Yeah, I just have to make believe it's a time trial.
it's just like in real life, drive like nobody else can see.
Drive like
no,
nobody's
right.
watching.
Yeah. I guess it's like drive like no one can see you is the thing that they tell you when you're driving in
Oh.
real world.
They don't.
Oh my god, I can't make these turns because I keep going. Ow! Oh, not the ball.
Ow. Got hit by my own fireball.
So many coins, so many coins.
Ironically, I did not get run over by a pinball in that lap. Oh, ow!
Save me, mommy. No, the freaking platform is there, and I don't mind
If there's an item that's gonna hit me at the end of that one.
Luigi, thank you for the bits. That is always a hoot.
Luigi.
Lloyd.
Shall not.
Why here? Okay.
Bro, don't hit me with that shot. I don't deserve this. I've been a good boy all year, and you're gonna hit me with a red shell.
Who stole my star?
If you take my star, you will feel my wrath. After I get it back, I'm gonna make sure you pay.
Wow. Name a better duo than Twilight King 4-2 in 11th place.
Funk in 12th place.
Real.
See, I got hit by an item after crossing into the 3rd lap. I was in 4th. Until I got to the can, I was in 10th.
Okay, this is the time to shine right here. These turns are very tight,
Hey,
but we can do it.
remember how to drive, Twi? You can do it. You have a license.
Oh, wall.
Okay. What we got? Oh boy. Oh, that felt good. Oh, but I was running something good. Oh, those balls are everywhere.
Balls!
Did I get through this?
No,
course
don't
with
take this. I
single
please.
pinball?
Okay. Good. Man,
Jeez.
that was kind of loud. Didn't know I could go that high. Better duo, Proton John and Slippery Shoes. Better duo, Proton
Around
John
in
and
my
Mario Party
banana
DS.
shoes, walking around in my banana shoes,
Go
going
squish, squish, squish.
squish, squish, squish.
Man. Yeah, it's hard to predict the pinballs. They're very annoying.
Yeah, I can't figure out where they're gonna go either.
I feel like I'm good at them when they're on the track, but at that last part, all bets are off.
And I bet Karant could figure out where those are going because he's like actually good at pinball.
Open mouth, insert pinball.
I mean, Celtis, it's a tournament, so we're just picking whatever comes up. It could be anything.
Yeah, pretty much. Ooh, 449. Let's see. Click, click, click. Oh. Open mouth, insert pinball. Beep, 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 beep.
Funky, you stole my item.
Here, I'll give it back.
Funny you mentioned that. There's a Mario Kart Wii mod that turns Pavon Battlefield into a course.
Oh wow.
Wow, that's pretty neat.
That is pretty good. Ow, clams. I got clammed.
That's a question for the group and chat. What's your favorite 3D Mario platformer?
You're gonna say, what's your favorite clam? You can answer that one too. What's your favorite clam?
Giant clam, actually.
Ah,
Oh gosh. My favorite 3D Mario platformer is Super Mario Odyssey.
Nice.
I thought of a really bad answer for that question too.
I think I'm still partial to 64.
Yeah,
That's one I replay the most.
They're all really great.
Probably Galaxy
Oh
2.
gosh, Galaxy is good though.
I'm gonna feel like the odd man out when I say Sunshine.
I knew you were
I
gonna say
I
it, but it's fine.
totally feel that.
Whoever stole that blue shell, please be sure to use it.
Ouch! Oh God! Oh! Just in the.
Thank you.
Oh, I was right behind it, so. Oh.
You know, I'm starting to believe that 11th place is actually good, and I'm like the best at this game.
I'm starting to think the same thing, buddy.
Oh, I stole my
I
match.
believe that's what the youth of today are calling copium.
They should think of a better name for it. I don't like youth today. They can, you know.
There we go. About to hit a wall, use a bolt bill.
Listen, as a youth of today, well, not really, actually. I mean,
Run into this clam.
Bye guys. Snipe. Yeah.
Ow!
for like-
Oh, I deserved that probably, but
Jump from like 7th to 3rd.
As the person who threw that green shell that got you, I will say that you did. No, I'm kidding.
oh,
Sunshine is a terrible pile of jank, and I love it. Yeah, I feel that. I like how Mario, like, he schmoves in that game, you know?
He does something.
Coops, howdy.
Howdy.
Let's see what we're not Electrodrome. Just for shits and giggles. Yeah, that pool's seen better days, I'm sure. A lot of motor oil and just stuff. Stuff off the walls. Ooh, I need to refill my drink. Oh, this is gonna be weird because I can't like get up and.
The race for 11th place? Hell yeah. We're in it.
So you only do randomizers with the occasional vanilla if it's a race.
Hi, I'm Daisy.
Yeah, cool banana. I love the movement in Sunshine. You can do so much with it.
It is pretty good, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this.
That's
It's
like we're all
good,
feeling
right?
very congenial right now.
Look at that cashew Yoshi working retail.
Oh. Yes.
Poor Yoshi.
That poor bastard.
Actually, I feel like Yoshi could be a pretty good customer service, but he
Yeah,
wouldn't
you
be so
know-
happy after a few shifts in retail.
Yeah.
Well, it happened to Kirby.
Oh, man.
It sure did.
Kirby working in food service in the Forgotten Land minigame was so funny.
I could feel his soul melt.
Yeah. I loved Forgotten Land. That game was great.
It was good.
was
I need to
fun,
replay
yeah.
it.
Oh man. Yeah. Bombs, I tell you.
I get so excited with new
More
Kirby
wine,
games
more
to see what
bones,
kind of
more
to see what kind of Eldritch horror is going to be put as the finale.
You just like need to do a game where at the end it's the final boss is just a mirror and you see yourself and you have to beat yourself up.
Oh my god, wouldn't that be something?
That moment when you realize you've been holding ZL even though you don't have anything. You get something else, so you just have to let go of it and then start pushing it again.
Well, I want to drive on the wafers somewhere. Can we do that? There we go.
I want to eat a wafer. Wafer sounds really good right now.
Wafers are pretty good.
I love vanilla wafers.
I had some like some kind of marshmallow Halloween Kit Kat today. It was alright.
Ooh, nice.
Oh wow.
I was somehow out of range of that boomerang. Just barely.
Yeah, my work loves to have like a ton of food around and snacks and candy, and I'm like, stop, I'm dying.
I've got such a major sweet tooth, but even I have my limits for candy. I
United.
suppose.
I'm trying to be good because I haven't really like felt right lately, so
Oh,
I need to be good for the sake of my teeths.
Yeah. Oh man. It's hard being good.
I want to be bad.
Wanna
Whatever.
be- You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser.
I'll take second.
You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough. You
Right,
gotta
that
be
rip from
strong.
lightning.
Ow.
Oh, you know that song? Oh my god, you're amazing.
it's one of those songs that like I would like laying in bed at night as a kid and having Mix 106.5 on. I just remember that one. And Love Fool by the Cardigans.
Oh my gosh. And I
Which
know
I
by
still
Dion
love.
Ferris.
Oh, Zach, I was just trying to hold on my position. I
I
wasn't paying
will
attention
still
to what I was
vibe out
hitting.
to Love Fool.
Pikmin 4 is very, very good, Coops. I think it's my second favorite. I still like Pikmin 2. I know it's like hard as hell, but I love it.
Cool beans, Jibberwoods, hang in there. Or, I mean, have fun. And my food. Oh. Ooh, triple decker Eggo extravaganza. Sounds
Yummy.
rather heavenly. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've done that before, but I didn't I just put them down on top of each other. I don't know if that still counts.
I can't care about anything but you.
Beep, 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 beep. Just the way the drums kick back in there is
Yeah. She just sounds so bored the entire time. It's amazing. And I cried to you too.
Oh, sorry about that.
I just have a knack for hitting my own green ship.
And like Sheryl Crow songs. Although I can't think of
wow.
one right now.
If it makes you happy. Yeah. I didn't like a lot of her Tuesday Night Music Club stuff, but after it makes you happy, I liked a lot of it. But maybe I'm just weird.
There's another one that I like by her though, and I don't.
Every Day is a Winding Road.
That's one of them.
Yeah, I do like that one.
Change will do you good.
I feel like I always thought that if it makes you happy was Alanis Morissette because it kind of.
Oh yeah. It kind of does have
It's
that
very
grungy feel to it.
thematically similar to Alanis Morissette.
Yeah.
My mom would probably be displeased that I compared anyone to Alanis Morissette.
Oh.
I will say, for all the Pikmin 4 discussers going on in the chat,
Oh,
I do
that
think
hit
Pikmin
me.
4 is the perfect direction for them to have taken the series. I just have some minor issues with it.
Ow, 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 ow.
Something sounds bad.
Yeah, I got totally destroyed by items there. Got knocked off twice.
Hey guys, guess what? Guess what?
So,
I'm in 11th place.
hell
So
yeah!
you're
fun.
winning.
That's amazing. Oh, boy.
I'm
Oh, no, you're
so
not supposed to
tired
hit
of
me.
me. Fine, you had to take this away from me.
Yep. Oh god. Yeah, poop is right. Oh shoot, I was on the verge. I was on the verge. I was on the cover of The Verge.
Ow, ow, ow.
The Verge.
Okay, I'm just gonna do that.
And speaking of music, was it this year or last year where Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush just made an extreme comeback?
Ooh.
It was just really popular for a while, and I can't remember if that was this year or last year.
I like that chorus.
It was
but
whenever
that's
the
not better.
last Stranger Things was.
Okay. Because that song is hilarious to me, because when she's like, I'm running up that road, and it's the roundest O. I don't know how else to describe it.
Oh yeah, I know that feeling. Ah.
Hey, Baby Park.
Oh god, yeah, it's gotta
Baby
happen.
time. It's baby time.
It's baby time.
Somewhere Ghost of Riddles is screaming.
Baby, you're the best.
Spite on my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. Oh my god, take this pink ribbon off my eye. I'm exposed and it's no big surprise.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
I recently got Tragic Kingdom, and I've listened to it exactly once, and 4 songs in, I was like, why the fuck does it sound like she's always in the midst of falling off a surfboard?
Threaded the needle.
Oh.
Oh my
It
gosh.
wasn't baby time after all.
Oh yeah.
Every song, she every time she hangs on a note, she's all like, whoa, and I'm like, dude, girl, you don't.
Yeah,
have to
back in the
just
day,
sing
people
notes."
made big mentions of that, in the music stores. I heard people talk about it.
It's so funny, but it does kind of happen every single freaking time.
Mm-hmm.
I do love the singles off that album though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Sunday Morning is my jam.
I love Sunday Morning. That song is fantastic. The actual thing it's named after, not so much, because on Sunday I'm always like, oh, tomorrow's Monday.
Yeah. Fuck that.
We need another weekend day. The week should be 8 days long.
Ah.
Oh,
How did that? Wow. I should have been face first in the sand there.
in the beach water all the time.
You're welcome,
Yeah.
Speed.
Saltwater thing. Oh no. I'm on the left going here.
Ow.
11th place, hip, hip. Oh. That's an arrow.
Yep.
No, that's a tree.
Nah, it's Pazuzu.
Nah, I'm gonna go back to Super Mario Brothers.
Only to get hooked on Zelda myself a short time later.
Oh my god, you guys like know those videos better than I do.
Actually, Tim, you may want to try the updated version of the Mystic Quest randomizer. They had custom sprites.
Oh no.
And if it sounds like I'm ripping off of Ego Raptor's sequelitis here, you got me.
I don't give a fuck! Yeah, I do remember that part.
I had to rewatch all those when you put out the TMNT one.
Oh, nice. Oh, sorry about that. Mr. Motorcycle Man. Oh, wait, we're not done.
Oh, nope.
I actually watched the Skyward Sword video too, even though I don't like hearing my own voice for that long. But I gave myself a little bit of slack this time because I'm like, you know what, this was recorded in one take, like randomly.
Can I get an item box this segment, please?
So I'm like, for that being the case, it really isn't that bad.
Yeah, not really.
No, that video was great.
Nope.
I mean, of
The answer
course,
is no.
it's not my voice, so I get where you're coming from for sure.
Oh, jeez, I almost ran into that. No, no, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I do think so. I don't know what we're thinking about.
Okay. Yeah. This game hits you right in the jugular.
Pain. A lot of pain that race, especially the third segment. I got no items and somehow ended with 10 coins.
Reluctantly crouched at the farting line. Engines pumping and thumping in time. The green light flashes. The flags go up. Chirping and burning. They yearn for the
Quick lane!
Oh, there's the vacuum again. There's a video out there somewhere of me, like, and a few friends pretending to play that song. And I was on the drums. But I was also singing, so I was drumming with one hand and I had the mic in the other hand.
Nice.
I can't believe I haven't, like, shown that to anybody, but I don't think I had.
That's cool.
Ah.
I love videos like that.
Yeah.
Oh god, I have a I gotta upload another. I did another song that I don't care for video.
Oh, wow.
I definitely get way out of hand again with
Oh my. Good evening, Karant. Hey, what's up?
Run,
Hey, Grant.
my man.
Barely.
Christmas loses. The bathroom is
Time for me
victorious.
to reclaim my bathroom cred.
you can't celebrate Christmas if you're shitting.
Shitness.
Ugh.
I'll
You can't
put
switch
that
your
on.
pants if you're not wearing any.
That is true.
That is, you know, you've got me there.
For a minute there, I thought that clock was like gonna have an accurate time, but it's 40.
I wish
minutes
it
off.
did. That would be so cool.
Mm.
They used to do stuff like that in games, but I feel like they don't anymore.
Yeah.
God, I feel like I'm not old enough to be saying that.
Everybody feels old.
Yeah.
I've got bad news. It gets worse.
Yeah, I know.
But sometimes it is fun, like when you've lived through a significant event. Like I lived in a time before
It's
Pokemon
fun.
existed. Like
Yeah. I thought you meant just in general. It's like, man, I'm so tired of unprecedented times. Where are the precedented times? But like,
that is also true though. Yo, you don't take me backwards. You take me forwards like a cheater. Although you put me in 11th place. Can I really like complain?
Thank you, J Fox. That's very nice. Well, I just haven't looked over long enough to see it.
Ow.
Ow!
Fox bit in the cold hard fact that we all believe.
So much.
Boomeranged and then ba-bombed.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, Sonny, back in my day.
Back to Monday. We didn't have these hills.
Thankfully, I never got the uphill both ways walking to school in the snow.
No, I never did either.
It'd be very difficult for my parents to tell me that they walked to school in the snow because they lived in the tropics.
Ah. That helps.
It was in the heat. I don't know.
Yeah. We have that now, so I mean, I walk to
Oh,
work.
no,
I walk to work every day in
let's
the
go to
heat.
the
So
toilet. I'm in 11th place. I want to wait to use this, probably right now.
I was gonna say.
Oh my god, flying over the sink. There's a receipt.
Oh my god, there's like no sign of any life for a mile ahead of me here.
Feel free to lob some blue shells and take out the 3 people ahead of me.
There seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
Feel free to stop and take a dump on the toilet.
It smells bad.
There's life, Jim, but now as we know it, now as we know it, now as we know it, there's life, Jim, but now as we know it, now as we know it, Captain. I've had that song stuck in my head all day.
Nice.
Man, that bathroom fan is really getting my goat. It's so strong.
It's really far back. Oh, look at this. On the bottom. Why did I go there? I should have stayed on the top. I'm never expecting it when I go to the top. Now I'm in 12th place. Yeah, even better.
Are you? I thought you were ahead of me.
Yes!
Oh,
Oh,
You're
wait,
right
now I'm in 10th
behind
now. Suddenly. Huh.
I was gonna say.
That's weird. Did I...
I'm literally looking at your ass.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Damn.
Oh, I should have put the code like on the screen or something, because it would have made it easier to tell. I can like say the code.
Yeah, it's like the clock is laughing in his face because it's like, haha, it's 4 a.m. and you're still not sleeping. You're still awake to know what time it is.
Sounds about right.
God, there's nothing quite as infuriating as losing track of time and like you stay up really late and you look out the window and the sun is about to rise. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah. You wake up and you gotta pee and the sun is out.
Yeah.
So you pee and you go back to sleep.
Me trying to stay sleepy while I'm peeing because I want to go back to bed, man.
Oh yeah.
You need the sleep pee.
The sleep pee. Oh, this track on 200cc is like balls.
Oh man, it's like that System of a
Oh,
Down.
not this track, but Maple Tree Way. I thought we were doing Maple Tree Way for some reason.
Pinata.
Oh yeah, hey, a person who goes to the last go straight into the wood chippery.
Oh, hey there.
Yeah.
Now, what's all this talk about a wood chipper about, eh?
It's a running gag on my server.
I said
Funny,
you
I
did a
just
great
was talking
job
about
out there,
Fargo in
Ham
Texas
Spade.
video.
Why I oughta?
Why you little?
The king of town is going mad with power. He's gonna eat the chort.
Well, shucky darn, I just fell right into the water there, eh?
Ayo. 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 Went off the bridge and into the snow.
Hey,
The hell
oh,
was that horn? Who did
listen
that?
when I say,
Haha.
oh.
My lawyers will be in touch.
I was listening to By the Way today. Oh my god, I love that album.
By the way, yeah, that's a pretty good one.
It's probably my favorite. I really I didn't used to like half of that album, but like now one day it just clicked. I was like, you know what? They're all bangers.
Oh, I love when that happens.
Oops, all bangers.
No mash.
All bangers. Bangers.
Nope, that's not a
This is
short.
really
That's not
pleasant.
bad.
Like this part of the track that I'm on, this like
Yeah.
nighttime park stroll. This is really
This
pleasant.
is a place where I would just go and vibe for hours.
I would like to do that. Come
God,
with
it's
me.
it's like when it's really late at MagFest and you don't have anything to do, so you just like go out to the pier and just kind of like
Yeah.
vibe.
Oh,
I've
I love
never
it.
done that, but that does sound pretty cool.
Well, it's like not the pier, but the dock, same thing.
Ah.
Oh,
Oh man, I just keep
Wait.
missing that turn.
Yeah, same. I do
It's
it all the time.
Karont.
Karont.
Good evening, everyone.
Oh, yeah. We made it.
Karan, long time no speak. It feels like, dude.
Yeah, it's been really busy the last. I mean,
No problem.
especially, huh?
That probably so got cut off on Discord.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, things have been really busy. I mean, especially the last probably 3 weeks or so since I've started full time. The full-time teacheroni.
I'm so
Yo,
happy
how
with
is that?
Yeah, how is that?
It's a bit different. I'm working less than I was because at my height I was working probably like 60 hours a week at 3 different jobs.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, so working 35 hours a week at one job is great.
Oh my god, dude!
That is the upgrade. Tell you
I was
what.
so stoked for you when
Yeah.
I saw that you actually got that job.
Yeah, I'm so
Yeah.
thrilled.
Same,
Yeah.
Zachary.
Oh, it could have been worse, Zach. You could have gotten bulled by a moose.
Oh,
That was
God.
one thing missing from the track,
Oh,
eh?
dry dunes, please no.
I know, but as far as kind of the rest of the experience, it's a bit different. I'm teaching 6 classes, so I'm busy boy, and there's stuff that I'm working on kind of administratively. The administrative stuff is it's the big difference. There's a bit to get used to, but I've got my own office. And the previous owner left a poster of Mr. Rogers hanging up on my little cat board. So
Close enough.
yeah, so anytime I get any sort of a picture or I have to do video or anything like that, then I just kind of pose it with Mr. Rogers looking over my shoulder. It's been interesting. It's been a lot of fun. I think one of the biggest sort of changes, or I guess transitions or what have you, is when you're in a job and you've got all these people who are your superiors and yes sir, yes ma'am, Mr., Mrs., and all that stuff. So when they suddenly become your colleagues, and now you're not supposed to call them Mr. or Mrs., you're just supposed to call them by your first name. That's kind of weird.
Oh yeah.
Kind of weird,
It's a little hard to get used to, but
Oh yeah, absolutely.
yeah, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It feels very like I'm where I belong now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, that's great. That makes me
Yeah.
so happy.
I mean, I was there already. I'm just there full time now. So
Yeah, but
yay!
you belong
Yeah.
full time, so like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
I definitely felt that way when I transitioned into my new job this year. So that was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love to see that. I'm so
Yeah.
I get
And-
so
and-
happy seeing other people doing well.
yeah. It's and one thing that was interesting for the process was, of course, I went through 2 interviews to get the job, and then one of the guys who was actually in the initial interview stage, he was one of the folks on the committee. I was talking to him about something, I think something having to do with online classes, trying to get that set up. And so he told me, he said, so I'm probably not supposed to tell you this, but you were number 1 coming out of the first interview stage out of 8.
Wow.
And you were number 1 coming out of the second interview stage because we gave you the job. Like, well, that's always nice to hear.
Yeah, thank God it wasn't Mario Kart, because boy,
Oh, I would not be number 1 at Mario
you
Kart.
could have ended up 8th.
If we gave out jobs by Mario Kart, I would be unemployed.
Yep, same.
Everyone would be unemployed.
Yeah, I don't even really know how to play boost and stuff like that. Of course, I've also only played the game twice, so yeah, that probably explains a lot of it. Good job,
Let him
Tim.
go.
You got a Category 4 hurricane heading for Florida? Wow. Yeah, I think
Yep.
that's supposed to hit us pretty soon.
Safe. Wowzer.
Why? What did you want to ask about pinball?
No, I just was like, no, I was like, just saying
I'm
that
gonna go
Rob's
pee.
really good at pinball.
Oh, yes.
I was actually in a tournament tonight. I did okay. I missed out on the tournament playoffs by basically by a tiebreaker.
Oh,
But
darn.
yeah, I was able to end up beating 2 of the best. Actually, I think the guys who actually finished in the top 2 of the tournament. So I actually beat them at one of the games each. So I was pretty happy about that. Yeah, Celtis, you mentioning the hurricanes west of you. It's actually going to be a little east of me.
Why does it look like there is a giant Amogus through Tim's door?
Oh my god, I see it too.
Why?
It looks
is
like
it
it's
so
just
sus?
peeking through the door.
Yeah, it's just there. It's a red Amogus.
When we were waiting
not-
for that elevator, and
I'm not
and
touching the
finally
gas
opened,
until Tim
it was-
gets back. I
Favorite,
recommend
my
everyone does the same.
favorite Twy. Oh my god.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay. I will avoid moving until Tim gets back.
Are we all standing still in
I'll do it.
solidarity?
Yeah.
Here he comes.
Good to go, Tim?
I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
We were all gonna wait for you.
Yeah.
Nah, it's cool. I think I wrote that in.
I got a golden ticket.
I got a golden toilet. I got to poop again. So.
Oh, I thought we were wassailing. Jeez.
I got a golden
God, how did I
toilet,
miss
so I'll
that mess of
take
dump.
a dump. So how are y'all doing this evening?
Better than ever.
Good.
Getting ready
Good.
for Seattle in 2 days.
Today was my 1-year anniversary of this job, so I was pretty thrilled.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, congrats.
Thanks.
In the bathroom. Thank you for that follow there.
Looking forward to a 4-day weekend this weekend, and
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah,
Praise
that's
the
true.
Lord.
I upgraded mine to 5. I'm so...
also recovering from a wrenched back yet again.
Ooh.
Well,
Yikes.
Somehow twisted it in the shower.
You know,
Oh,
in
no.
the shower.
Not while
Ugh.
working out, not while playing with the dog, just in the shower.
Look,
Weirdest
man.
times, that's how.
Yeah.
The shower's dangerous.
That's what I've heard. A lot of people die and shit.
I'll never forget the time I cut my head open on a shampoo bottle. I was a kid. I was
God.
small.
So, hey Tim.
Uh-huh.
So speaking of people dying in places unexpected, so part of your countermeasures is that man dies while passing gas or something like that.
Oh yeah.
So so an actual headline from my hometown newspaper. It's been probably 20 years ago because Jay Leno made fun of it. So that tells you how long ago it's been.
Damn. Jay Leno has been gone for 20 years? Good lord.
I don't think it's that long, but yeah, it's been a while. So he lampooned the Florence Times Daily, which is where I grew up in Florence, Alabama. So Times Daily had a headline: "Man found dead in coffin."
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's up there.
So context here. So apparently the guy in question was running from the cops, and he went into a funeral home, hid in a coffin, and apparently had a heart attack or something like that, and then died while he was hiding from the cops in the coffin.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I was thinking it was
I
going to be
know.
like a homeless person, taking refuge there or something.
No, I'm going to see if I can find the headline.
Yeah, the article in my countermeasures is from one of those tabloid magazines we used to have. Like the ones with the 3,000 pound man on the cover and whatever.
Oh man, the National
Yeah.
Enquirer.
Yeah.
Oh, Princess Kyora, thank you so much. 2008, you're like one of the OGs
Kyora.
then. Hell yeah. Oh, glad you could make it out here to this crazy party. Forgot to read the letter. Oh well, I'll be okay.
Well, one of the headlines I found in Google while trying to look up the article is the weirdly enduring appeal of Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah. Easy
And
guy.
it was written 2 months ago.
Oh, nice, Princess Kyra. We're the same age.
You were 16 and now? Well, math.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would make you
Old enough.
31. Okay. I'm stupid.
I was gonna say, well, congrats, you're still a baby.
Man, every time I see P Piranha, I think it's a piranha plant. That's gonna bite me.
Uh,
I thought you were gonna say like every time I see Petey Piranha, I can't see past him because his head's so goddamn big.
well, that too.
Every time I make a pizza, I drop it on the floor.
Every time I look around.
If 31
Every
is a
time I
baby,
look
then
around.
anybody younger is a zygote.
I'm a zygote apparently.
Why does it
Congratulations.
sound like a Pokemon?
You're like a Tynamo.
It sounds like Zygarde, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, me and you, Ludwig.
God, yeah, Funk, like, when we met, you must have been, like, 8? It was, like, what, like 7 years ago? So you were, like, what is math? 24? It's crazy.
sound.
I had simultaneously more and less hair.
I definitely had more hair back then. My hair is thinning.
Part of the reason why I wanted to grow mine out again, because it's hard to tell, even though you still can.
I mean, I've been doing everything in my power to make sure my hair doesn't like completely go away, but you know.
Oh, that was dumb. Why did I just hang out right in the middle there?
No, mine hadn't gone anywhere. It's just gotten a lot grayer.
Ah, yeah, same.
Which, I mean, granted, I've been going gray since I was in my mid-teens, so that's not exactly unusual, but
Oh, I
still.
I've got a bunch of them in my beard.
Same brain cell.
Yep.
And I've never been tempted to dye my hair. I see no reason to do it.
Well, I think you'd look pretty good with like a nice green.
You know, I have my job is probably like would probably be okay with me dyeing my hair a funky color, but I don't feel like it's me.
Ow.
Yeah. Well,
Also, dyeing my hair a funky color would mean bleaching the jet black hair I have, so no thank you.
ugh.
Ah, no.
Wow, I think I stayed in 12th that entire race.
Ouch.
I'm so
Suck
proud.
it.
Wrecked at the last turn.
Oh,
Oh, second place was nice.
Freeze
while it
frame
lasted.
Rosalina there.
Oh, that's a good freeze frame.
uh-huh.
I got Mike. Yo, Mikey 3DS, thank you for the 48 months of Primal. In the words of Steven. I don't know if that's words, though, but anyway.
Primal pea shooter or sunflower?
Or Optimus Primal.
But anyway, oh, how's that go again? I'm quitting cigarette smoking, it's bad for me, but anyway. I don't think that GV was joking when it told me this, but anyway. Well, I doubt anybody knows that song, but...
Christmas.
Ooh.
The snow's coming down.
Ho, ho, the toilet bowl. That
This
is
is one of the
for
few
you.
courses that has the perfect straightaway for gold mushroom at the end.
Oh, yeah. Beep. Beep.
Can't
So-
believe it is the end of August. My mom was telling me, like, she
Yeah.
went to Costco and they have the Christmas stuff up already. I was like, what?
Ah!
Oh yeah.
I'm not surprised.
My parents were complaining about the Halloween stuff 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I know, same.
Yeah,
Like,
we
it
we
wasn't
had
fair,
Halloween.
but-
We had Halloween stuff out at the store before I left in the middle of July.
Wow.
Yeah,
What on
that's.
earth is happening?
Yeah, I mean, hey, if you're not, I mean, the way that retail thinks about it, if you're not getting out in front of the holiday, then you're losing money every second you don't. So
Are
it's
you really
I'm-
losing money? I guess.
the idea is that you are, because so what if you have customers who are looking for, holiday stuff, or they just see it and they kind of make an impulse buy on it. That's the thought process.
I guess.
Ow.
But
You know how many goth girls there are out there waiting for Halloween stuff to come out?
It's- I mean, like, there's all sorts of, like, shopper psychology stuff about that. I'm pretty sure, like, the grocery store is arranged in such a way where, like, the milk and stuff is intentionally as far away from the entrance as you can get, so you have to walk through as much as possible.
Yep.
yeah,
I remember, like, hearing about that somewhere, maybe when I worked at Walmart or something. Those were good times, though.
I know
Oh,
one
yeah.
thing, one psychological thing is that, like, some elevators have mirrors so that you don't notice how long the elevator's taking because you're too busy focusing on the mirror.
Well, too bad I'm not a narcissist and this elevator's going slow as shit.
Yes.
yeah. There's definitely a lot of, particularly a lot of mirror usage is try to kind of do optical illusions to make a room look bigger than it actually is.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Maybe that's why my room looks so small. I don't have a mirror. Like I do, but it's on the inside door of a closet, so I don't exactly see it unless I have the closet open.
I will say one thing that's definitely a benefit of the new job is because I don't have to work in retail during the holidays anymore, I can actually enjoy Christmas.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, everybody, well, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people who work in retail hate Christmas. Because that's the busiest time of the year, and it's when the customers are the biggest jerks.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I will never understand what gives like a retail customer like this the thought that they can just act the way they do sometimes. It's like, what?
Oh boy.
It's
Like, I know it happens, but I'm like, what gives you the idea that you can do that?
I think it's a mixture of things, and I'd say this having worked almost 15 years as a front end coordinator at a busy TJ Maxx. So, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and claim I know everything, but I've got a pretty decent idea. I think part of it is just the prevailing attitude, really, in any sort of business, any customer oriented business, is the customer is always right. Which
that sucks, Drew.
it is
Yeah,
a
it does suck,
misinterpretation.
Drew.
Yeah, it's a misinterpretation of the actual quote, by the way.
Yeah, I knew that.
The quote is, "The customer is always right in matters of taste," but not in general. But people have taken it to be that, so they think they're right about everything when they're not. Also,
that has given us good websites like notalwaysright.com.
Yeah. It's also, I think part of it also is, especially in off-price stores like TJ Maxx, which they make their money. They don't make their money through quality. They make it through volume.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, the stuff is not bad exactly. It's just volume. It's a whole bunch, stuff it all in and try to sell it all. Well, unfortunately, what that brings about is you kind of get a lot of a mob mentality, I think, at stores like that, because there's so many people there doing so much, and like any other business, they try to get as much done with as few people as possible because maximize profits. So I think you get a lot of customers who just kind of come in with the idea that they have the freedom to just do whatever because nobody's going to catch them at it, or if they do catch them at it, nobody's going to be able to do anything about it. And so it's I mean, we would get mad all the time about how customers acted in the store. And it's not really even the kids. I mean, you would figure it'd be the kids because they wouldn't know better. The adults often
know better.
Yeah, the adults often acted a lot worse, and the adults are supposed to know better.
Yep.
So it's I don't know. I mean, there's a number, like, the way that I kind of felt coming away from TJ Maxx and leaving the company and being able to, obviously assume a full-time job in something that I very much love doing. I miss the people. I miss the majority of folks who worked there were fine, and the majority of customers were fine. Most customers, 90% of customers, I'd say, are fine. They just want to find what they're looking for, and they generally treat people well. They sometimes have their issues, but for the most part, they're fine. They're good. But then you get the rest, and that's kind of what just messes things up for everybody. And it's frustrating. It's stressful. It's extremely stressful, but at the same time, I mean, there are some things about it that I enjoyed, and some things about it that I'll miss. But I don't miss the stress. I don't miss having to work pretty much every night. I don't miss not having weekends off. I don't miss the fact that I will now be able to enjoy Christmas.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah. So I will not miss any of that. I will not miss the stresses of the job. I will just miss the people.
Those are some nice emotes, Princess. Wow. Haha. Yeah, the Tokuo emote was made by Endira, or Endira. I never knew how to say that, but.
I do like me some Kingdom Hearts. It's a good series.
Played the first one earlier this year, and I loved it.
No problem, Drew. Glad you could make it. Sorry to hear about your situation. It's never fun.
Hugs for Drew.
Oh.
Hand back up. Sorry, I've been too busy yakking. My apologies.
It's all good. Mario Kart is pink.
Let's us focus on the races.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just enjoying having the new microphone now because I ended up getting a replacement. I got a Yeti. Came in a couple of
I
weeks
should do
ago.
that. I really need to do that.
Well, I kind of had to. My lady friend broke my snowball.
Oops.
Oh no.
Yeah, she knocked it off my desk twice in one night. So I'm like,
Dang.
new microphone. But she also paid for it too, so I can't falter. I didn't falter anyway, but I certainly couldn't falter then. So yeah, like I have new microphone, and so when she came over, kind of more recently, she was very, very kind of shying away from it. She's like, I'm not going to touch this one. Okay.
Yeah, I replaced my my microphone earlier this year. I had a Yeti and I sold it to a friend and bought a new microphone.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah, this has worked out pretty nicely so far.
Sound good.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's I still want to get a couple of accessories for it, but I've got to wait to really do anything in terms of shopping until the end of the month, because that's when I get the first paycheck from the teaching job.
Yeah.
So I'm scrimping and saving and hanging on and kind of for dear life until then.
Oh, I know that feeling. When I started
Yeah.
my job, I didn't get paid till like three-ish weeks on the job, so
Yeah.
it was a tight budget for that first little bit.
Yeah. Another job that I had actually interviewed for this summer, I actually interviewed twice for that job and ended up not getting it. That was kind of a blessing in disguise because it would have involved me driving probably close to 2 hours a day total.
No.
Commute.
No, thank you.
None of that.
And it would have been about a month or so before I got paid from that job. So, yeah, it would have been mighty unpleasant. And like I said, blessing in disguise that I didn't get the job because I felt good coming out of the first interview. Coming out of the second, I didn't feel nearly as good about it. So I'm not sure if I would have taken it even if they'd offered.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, job hunting is definitely like that. I when I was on the hunt, I felt like I just kept watching every interview.
Yup.
I don't interview well.
Yep, same.
Yeah.
I mean, the number of full-time teaching jobs that I interviewed for over, I probably pull up the folder and tell you, but I've got probably at least 50 cover letters for positions that I applied for over a few years. And it just breaks your heart because you, also, congratulations, Cool Banana. Awesome.
I've not actually played Final Fantasy
Nice.
16, but I've seen a playthrough of it, and it looks intense.
Yeah. The biggest thing I think with interviews is, and I don't know how this is in other job positions, but certainly in terms of interviewing for teaching positions as I was, there's no feedback ever. And that makes it really hard because and obviously I'm on the other side of it now, so I can sit here and be like, oh, and act real happy and everything. But it's just, it hurts a lot because I kept getting, I would get interviewed for jobs in state, and I never got interviewed for a job out of state. even though I live 15 minutes from Georgia, I never got interviewed for a job anywhere else. They apparently, I don't know. But even when I interviewed, I always, it actually wasn't until the beginning of this summer with that museum job that I even got a second interview. That was the first time I'd gotten a second interview for anything, because I got hired at TJ Maxx after one interview. I got hired as part-time at my school after one interview. So yeah, I'd never gotten a second interview until a few months ago, and after a while, you just, my prevailing thought was, what's wrong with me?
Oh yeah.
And to me, I don't know what it was, because again, no feedback, so I had no clue. But Dad actually helped me out by telling me a couple of things he noticed that I did when I spoke, and that kind of gave me something to actually correct and think about and look into, and that helped a pretty fair bit, because once I started figuring out, that is a problem, I need to work on it, that gave me at least something to play off of, and that helped me at least get some confidence that I was in fact getting a bit better. But it's definitely, when you're in the process of it, it can be so demoralizing and draining when you keep trying and keep trying and keep trying, and it's not, oh, you're lazy, oh, you're not really giving it a shot, you're not interviewing enough. It's not that. It's not a lack of effort by any stretch. It's just, like, for me, I just hadn't found the right fit, the right job, but and people kept telling me that, like, oh, well, it's just not the right one for you. But that's really hard to hear when you're not getting the job.
Yeah.
Because what does that do for you?
That red shell scared me.
Whew.
The thing that always got me was like, oh, we went with a candidate that had more experience. Like,
Yay,
okay, like, this is an entry-level job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do if they have the experience, why do they need the entry-level job?
Yeah.
Yeah, Zach, those were mine.
Yeah.
Same, Sylphie, same. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
The era of remote interviews was such a blessing.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot easier to look into a camera than it is to look into someone's eyes.
That is true.
For me, it was actually, well, kind of the way that it was, I guess, for me, and for interviewing in the during COVID in the teaching profession, it was actually the opposite, at least to me, because whenever you started having the ability to do, or let me rephrase it slightly, sorry. Whenever there was a choice between doing a virtual interview or going and doing it in person, my understanding was, and I think this proved itself in at least one interview that I did, if you were given a choice between doing a virtual and in-person interview, and you chose a virtual interview, then you had already lost.
Yeah, that makes
You
that
had
sounds
failed,
right.
because that implied that you were a coward, that you couldn't bear to interview someone face to face. Now, I don't know if that's accurate necessarily. I feel like at least in one case it was, because I did a virtual interview and I didn't have a chance. But then again, one of the interviews I did this summer was I drove 3 hours to the other side of Birmingham to do an interview. And the folks there were surprised that I drove up and did the interview. And then they were also giving me crap because I'm an Auburn fan, and that was up near Tuscaloosa, so they were all Alabama fans. So, like, yeah, whatever, War Eagle. And then they ended up not filling the position with anybody, so I guess I didn't lose that one, but yeah, it's... Yeah, I mean, the interview process as a whole, I think, is definitely one that is certainly can be fraught with its issues. I mean, because Princess is mentioning, plenty of people who are great workers but are not good at interviews.
Right.
And then people who are good at interviews but don't work for crap. Yeah, those are called the folks that were hired at the store. Oh, Lord. But yeah, it can be tough, definitely, just because you don't know what to expect. You're going in more often than not, probably 90-something% of the time, you're going in cold. You don't know anybody there. You don't know what they expect. I mean, you've got the position, you've got the description of a position, at least you should. And so you have at least some idea there, but you don't know you don't know exactly what they want in terms of the answers. And especially whenever you have 3 or 4 or 5 people staring at you, it's
Yeah.
it's tough. And when I was doing the second interview for the job that I now have, the people in the room who were staring at me were, all right, have a good night, Drew. Appreciate it.
See you, Drew.
See ya.
So, the people in the room that I was interviewing with were the HR manager, my boss, his boss, and everybody's boss, because the president of the college was there.
Wow.
So, yeah, no pressure.
Flash.
Yeah, none whatsoever.
Yeah. I did take some comfort, though, because I got there whenever I was getting ready for the second interview. I knew where it was because it was at my school. It was on my campus, so I had the home field advantage. But, so I get there, and I'm probably 35-40 minutes early for the interview. Because the last time I had interviewed for a job at my school, the interview was at the main campus, which was 45-50 minutes away, and it took me 2 hours to get there. So, I was not taking any chances. So I get there 35-40 minutes early, and I got there before I assume the second guy interviewing was interviewing. So he was sitting there, and he was waiting, and I was waiting, and he was clearly nervous too, because I could hear him, the way he was breathing, kind of his facial expressions, the things that his motions and everything. I could tell he was nervous too. So that's how I broke the ice between the two of us. Like, yeah, so it looks like we're both nervous. So we started talking for a bit. Then he got called in to interview, and he had been adjuncting at his community college, which I actually interviewed at that college a couple of years prior. So he had actually been adjuncting at his community college for 18 years. And I had been adjuncting at where I'm working now for 17 years. So, like, okay, so he's got a little bit more experience than I do, although we're kind of right around the same plateau. So that kind of put me a little bit more at ease, because I wasn't the only one nervous about it. And I couldn't really think myself into a box, because I wasn't the only one. Somebody else was having those issues too, so I didn't really need to worry about it.
How did I get second there? I have no idea.
Good job.
It was bedlam behind you.
Yeah. Oh, sorry to hear that, Chibi. I'm sorry.
I'm still in second overall. That's surprising.
Yeah, that does suck. You got sniped by me. Sorry about that. Nathan's Freeway. We've not done this one yet.
I think anytime I was in a group doing Mario Kart 8 races, I just chose random all the time.
Yeah. Wiggler Tuesday. got me a part-time job at the Sizzler.
The
I even made
Sizzler.
Employee of the Month when I put out that grease fire with my face. Oh yeah, everybody was getting pretty jealous of me after that. I was getting a lot of attitude.
What was your strategy for job interviews, Tim? You got a few jobs in your time.
Well, my strategy for Golden Pantry was have relatives who were high up in the company, so that was one.
Ah, the old nepotism argument.
Yeah, exactly.
Our next act is living proof that nepotism is alive and well.
It does help if you have a lot of experience in what, like I was applying for a job to make biscuits and breakfast and stuff, and I already had experience working, like cooking with my mom, so I was cooking Mama Boy, so that helps. And then at Walmart, like, I don't know how I got that job. I just had to go in and just say, like, well, I know what they're expecting, I'm just gonna try to do that, and not worry about what they think of me or anything. It's really hard to get around that sometimes. Oh god.
Yeah.
But they were pretty chill down there. I think I got pretty lucky. I don't remember how I got chicken save on this. So. I don't even remember that interview at all, actually, now that I think about it. So I just went in and he asked me a few questions, and well, I guess by then I'd already had the Golden Pantry job, and I went for 3 years and never called in sick. That helps a lot too, if you have a history of not calling in sick a lot or anything.
Yeah. I know one of the things that I had an issue with at the store, and this is a corporate policy, and I think Siliphi's mentioned, or let's see, who is it? Oh, goodness. Okay, Banana mentioning about getting let go from job because of what quote-unquote unauthorized leave. They're part-time at the store. We got 12 hours of personal leave a year.
That's insane.
And that's it.
Wow.
And there were no such things as excused absences, so to speak. So I actually got written up a couple of times from corporate, which if I'd gotten written up another time, I would have had to go in for counseling essentially, and it would have been basically, hey, so your job's at stake. So the thing is, did I miss the days that were listed on their sheets? Yes, I did. Why did I miss them? Because of knee issues and vision issues. And oh, by the way, well, actually, this was after I had cancer, but part of it actually might have been at least related because of eye issues that were probably accelerated from chemo. So all of them were, in other words, I was sick, or I was in some way having issues all of those days. And I could have brought in medical notes, but it wouldn't have mattered. Because even with medical notes or excuses or whatever, it's still considered an absence.
Gee, that's kind of bullshit.
It was crappy, yeah. And to be fair, my own management team, they knew why I missed those days. They knew I wasn't skipping out of work. That I wasn't calling out because, oh, well, he just doesn't want to come in and work. They knew whenever I was up to it, I was going to work my tail off.
Yeah.
So they knew it wasn't an issue. The only reason they even had to go through with the whole thing was because it was corporate policy. So, but all the same, yeah. Oh well. But have a good night, Dead Sack. Appreciate it.
Dead Sack.
Good to see you on the chatty side of things.
Yeah.
Iggy, stop taking my items.
Yeah, Chibi, you mentioning the yeah, I worked sick and never mind that, blah blah blah. Yeah, it was very much, I think this is a little bit less the case post-COVID, but definitely pre-COVID, the attitude toward working sick was, oh, we're sorry you feel bad, but thanks for coming in anyway.
Yeah.
Because I mean, one of the big issues with the store was there's so many call outs. People were calling out all the time.
Oh yeah.
And I
Yeah,
mean,
that
we
is
would
people saying
have,
too.
yeah, I mean, we would have probably 3 or 4 people calling out on a daily basis.
Jeez.
And yeah, and that's just, oh, that's awful. Because obviously, then everybody who's left, who's there, has to make up for the people who aren't there. Yeah, exactly. And then customers, we actually weren't supposed to tell them that we were shorthanded.
Oh.
And I think the fear with that on the corporate end of things was, hey, so what if that person is a thief? Or what if they are, if they're tag teaming with somebody else who is a thief? Then they could just call them and go, oh, by the way, there's not going to be anybody over in men's and kids or over in the home department. And so you can just kind of go nuts. I think that was the fear on the corporate end of things, but it's still, I mean, I didn't care. If the line was out the rear end and there was only 2 of us on the cash registers or on the registers, and customers were clearly PO'd about the whole situation, I straight out said it. I'm like, I apologize, but we're shorthanded today. We're trying to do the best we can. And again, most customers were fine with that because clearly they could see there were only 2 people on the register. And I wasn't the sort of person that was going to sit there and just go, oh, well, you know what? Yeah, we got 4 people who could be up here, but I'm just not going to call them because whatever. No, I was going to be like, y'all get up here.
Yeah.
We need help. So, it's, yeah, it was, it definitely had its moments. Oh dear.
Hey, Grumble Volcano again.
I guess we haven't done it technically. I'll vote for it. Normally, you probably never would. Oh man. Oh wow. Dragon Driftway won. I think that was a random actually.
Yeah.
I used to hate this track, but now I kind of like it.
I find
This
it
one's
so
one of the best
bizarre
ones
that
on
they gave,
200.
of all the enemies or bosses to give a track dedicated, they picked Gobblegut, and I'm like, really?
Yep.
I mean, it's a good theme.
It is.
Sorry, they picked 2?
That dragon from Super Mario Galaxy.
Oh, I never have played either of the Galaxy games.
They're pretty fun.
Or Mario 64.
Oh wow.
I know.
I've really only played the DS version.
Finally, you missed our conversation earlier on favorite 3D Mario.
Yeah. Sunshine.
Yeah!
There we go.
Alright, finally.
Sunshine representation.
Another one just like me.
Even though I will admit, the fact that I can never quite get the freaking star from Pachinko still bugs me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I kind of like, not cheat at Pachinko, but you can wall jump against the back and the glass, and it makes it a lot easier to figure out where you're going.
Oh, good lord, I wish I'd known that.
Why says that like it's easy, but it's...
It's actually, well, if you, like, the ball launcher, so to speak, the trampoline, if you just walk onto it and don't jump onto it, it won't, like, spring you upwards, so that helps too.
In the business, we call that the plunger.
Yeah, that thing. Thank you.
Oh, I could have mushroomed that. Oh boy. I think I'll trade.
Oh, that's a turn. Oh, shock dodge.
Ooh.
Zip. Zip. And zip. Oh man. Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I should probably get to bed pretty soon because I got to be up at 6 in the morning.
Oh,
I gotta-
lovely.
I'm gonna be in the darn office tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hate the
I've got
school days.
I've got 3 classes tomorrow, so Mondays and Wednesdays are basically what I think of as keep up days.
Yeah.
Because I have an hour, I have 1 hour for 2 of my classes. Then I have an hour and a half between those and my third. Then I have an hour and a half. Actually, no, 2 hours. after that. So I can get some things done, but not a whole lot. Not as much as I'd like.
Oh, off the edge.
Tuesday and Thursday are get stuff done days, because I have 3 office hours before the 2 classes in the afternoon, and then I have 2 hours after that. So,
Master of the Dragon Dance. Oh yeah, the blue coins are why I would probably never do it.
Baby part.
I've done it without a guide once in my life. It was pretty fun, but like
Oh,
it's a long
I
time.
would need a guide.
Hats off to the teacher.
Some of them
from
are
a
pretty
fellow
obtuse,
teacher.
but they definitely reward exploration. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
suppose they do.
Hey, we got it.
Oh, there it is. Oh.
Still
You
there,
want it.
Speed? Answer is yes.
I think I might
Baby
do
part.
one more after this and then kind of call it a night so I can get my
Yeah, sounds
sleeps.
good, dude. I know you gotta get
Good
ready
call.
for PAX.
Yeah, yucks.
The Pyox.
Have
Come
fun
on,
the
come on,
way.
Gabe. Give us Yoshi's Circuit or Yoshi's Island for the next one.
Yeah,
So happy.
Oh, this course looks cool. I wonder what it's all about.
let's find out.
I can't imagine. Yeah.
Chaos.
Did someone do the baby's bit alert?
Oh, somebody will now.
They should have. They should have did.
Oh, Tim. While I'm thinking about it, I really enjoyed the sequelitis, the TMNT.
Oh, yeah, thanks. That was fun.
It was good. It was very good.
Was how spur of the moment was that one?
Pretty spur of the moment. Like, almost. Well, I'd been mulling it over for a while. It was actually, I think it was more Emil suggested I do it than... Like, I'd come up with the idea, but he said it was probably... like, the one he would probably most want to see. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of what I most want to do, so...
Yeah.
It works out.
Yeah. I started because when I went back and rewatched all of them, I was like, you know, he used a lot of the same art for the TMNT one,
I'm sure, yeah, I did.
Oh, there it is. There it is. There's Blue Shell.
but it does take the work out of it. So
Someone commented that
I
there are
was in
officially,
first for 4 laps.
there are officially more episodes of fake sequelitis than sequelitis, so that's
Yep.
Oh,
exciting.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I should have on the third. I'll take it.
I never watched the 3rd movie until probably about a year or 2 ago.
Oh, no.
And yeah, that one was like
We can clean.
Oh, wow, how about that? Perfect way to go out.
Yeah.
The more I think about 3, the less I hate it, to be honest, but I don't know.
I kind of figured it was like that. I can't imagine you like hating something.
Yeah, well, you know. I save that
3
for stuff that's like inanimate, like traffic or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
three's big flaws. They really went cheap and ditched the Jim Henson Company.
Yeah. I think we got it. No, we got it. No, we got it. We got it. Oh man. Yep,
You
finishing up
too,
with the
huh?
bathroom. Well,
Those
what's
yawns.
10-10.
Ah, we're sunk.
Not for long. Oh, jeez.
oh yeah, I'd never watched Spaceballs until COVID actually.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always feel like Spaceballs is one of those movies, if I'd just seen it for the first time recently, I probably wouldn't like it as much.
I mean,
It holds up.
I think it helps a lot. I mean, obviously it helps a lot if you're into Star Wars
Yeah,
because it's a
definitely.
Star Wars spoof. And also, I feel like it probably resonates a bit more just because, or at least for me or for people of my generation, because we were, you know, we were growing up when we saw Rick Moranis and Bill Pullman and Tim Russ, who I didn't until I think one of y'all mentioned that was Tim Russ, who was that character in the movie. I'm like, wait a minute, hang on, that was him? Because I only knew Tim Russ as Tuvok.
Oh, shoot.
from
Voyager.
Yeah, from Voyager and then Picard. So yeah, it's just like, wait, huh? I guess it speaks to his flexibility as an actor that he could pull off both of those roles.
Oh no, my plant. My poor aching plant.
Don't soil your plants.
Hey, there's coins up here. There is a toothbrush in the bathtub. Oh, that's.
Well,
oh,
I'm not coming last in like in the bathroom for once. Like that'd be kind of nice.
Man, I've known some people who are shower brushers, and I'm like, how do you do that?
Well.
Yeah. I will shave in the shower.
Yeah.
Shower shaving makes sense, though. I guess it's like.
No.
I used to do that.
Hey, third. Yeah, the blue shell targeted me.
Wow. Oh, there's like a whole area back here. Never even saw that before. Oh, wow.
Hey, it beat both Zach and Speed. I'll take it.
Holy crap. Oh. Just barely edged out of third by somebody there. I can see the ranking.
I think there are only 4 sequelitis anyway.
Sequelite.
Yeah.
Sleeping Twilight
Yeah,
Panda
so
gifted
Hey,
a
you're
few
right,
months
yeah.
subs to Glow Stick
No.
of
I'm gonna go ahead
Destiny.
and leave.
They have given 2
Yeah, it's
gift
probably not
subs
a
in the
bad
channel.
Oh, Sleeping Twilight Panda, you're so kind. Thank you for the subject glow stick of destiny. Oh man, yeah. It's getting close to 3 hours, I suppose it is.
Good old 3 hours of meat.
Y'all have been fun. Huh. Well, anyway,
You've been fun.
y'all have been
Good race,
great.
guys.
Yeah, thank y'all for letting me sneak in at the end.
Hell yeah, that was nice. That was really chill. Like, that was nice. Just felt good.
Yeah.
So relatable. Ah, well, I see Jepson is blind playing Earthbound. We are rating him for sure.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Good call.
Hopefully he's not in the monkey ball cave. Whoops, I almost typed John Jepson. Wait. Sorry, I'm there. Apparently I had somebody else's stream playing there. Okay. So, hashtag... Oh, what was that one that was so funny? There were a few that were funny. It was something about a pinball, like, insert mouth. Oh, yeah. Open
mouth, insert pinball.
Open mouth, insert pinball. There we go.
Hey. I didn't put the pinballs in my mouth, but I played with them tonight, so perfect.
You better believe it. And the raid is starting now. See you guys later.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.